All right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. We're back after the day off and a day of Mario madness. Mario movie madness. I went to go see the movie. No spoilers. So we're going to talk about the movie, but no spoilers. Just with the three.
You are getting proven right more and more every week about Switch 2 that I feel like one day the stream is going to start with you smoking a cigar laughing. Lol.
Yeah, so a couple things, what Justin's alluding to, which we're going to talk about. I think, Justin, you're talking about the third-party Switch 2 sales thing, how that was nonsense. Yeah, like, we're talking about how there's people on Twitter, the frauds, the YouTube grifter frauds, they're getting laughed out of the building on Twitter to the point to where they're starting to block people for simply countering the nonsense that they say. But yeah, pretty much everything that I said about the Switch 2 so far is going correctly. Not perfect by any means, but once again, when you've been doing this for as long as I've been doing it, you definitely get your fair share of things right. I'll say that. Although there are some people who've been doing YouTube for a long time and that are still wrong, you know, that are still 100% wrong. Although I did want to, I should say today was supposed to be the day that I said like the Steam Deck for me died as well, because it was the Nintendo Switch 2 anniversary. But maybe we'll make that tomorrow's video. I could say like the week that Steam Deck died for me was this week. The week that the Steam Deck was made irrelevant. I think that one sounds. I should dress up in a banana outfit and let you guys know and make a video saying the Switch 2 made the Steam Deck irrelevant. I think that'd be a fun video to make, right? Can't even get mad at me too, because it's like true. So it's like unlike some people who did it before, you know what I'm saying, who did it before the Steam Deck actually launched, saying the Switch was going to be irrelevant, the Switch OLED was going to be irrelevant. We actually have data and proof now at this point. When it comes to sales and all that. So big difference between me and morons who dress up in outfits. Let's see here, but it's all good. It's all good. Just thank you for the big three. I appreciate that. Thank you for the big three. I appreciate it, fam. Let's go. Shout outs to Justin. Anybody that's there? Justin first Ninja Blood. Yo, let's go. Full combos and extensions today as well, guys. So full combo rewards if we hit the goals. So shout outs, guys. Supple Jam, I'm gonna see the Mario Galaxy movie in about an hour. Nice. Okay, hang out for a bit and then head over to go see the movie. Yeah, I saw the movie. The only thing that I would say, not with the movie, but with the movie theater that I went to, it was hot in there. And I don't know why it was hot. Today was like a nice day. It was like 60s outside today. I don't know why they decided to just like not use the air conditioning, because there was a lot of people in that movie theater and it was like noticeably warm. So that was the only thing that I had an issue with outside of, like, you know.
Also, I don't usually comment on people's hair, but some guy was legit rocking a Mega Salamence hairstyle. If you look it up, look at the wings, it looked just like that.
Oh yeah, at the movie premiere, Mega Salamence. Oh, okay, yeah. Shout outs, let's go. You gotta rock the Mega Salamence. That's okay, man. Like, you gotta do it at some point. Shout outs to Justin with another 3-6 on the board. 15 combos, we get that 15-minute extension. Hey, yo, appreciate that. Remember, if you drop a dono, guys, make sure you put your music request. So, Justin, if you want some music, let me know, and I got you. Also, hit that like button, too. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Get some more people into the stream. So, I appreciate that. Let's go. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you for the multiple donos, Justin, already. I don't rewatch movies, but I already want to watch it again. I don't know. I might go see it again with my nephews, but I'm probably going to wait for just like the movie, like the Blu-ray or whatever. And I'll just buy it on Blu-ray. I'll wait for like Netflix or something before I watch it again. Planning to watch the film on Tuesday. Just picked today the Rosalina Luma amiibo, and it's bigger than I thought. Yeah, they're pretty big amiibos. What's up, Ego Maniac? Welcome. Shout outs to Dior. Shout outs to Party Man. Shout outs to everybody. So I actually wrote down a number of things, non-spoiler, about the Mario movie. Non-spoiler. That I thought was cool about the movie. So, I mean, I'll go over those. Give me just 1 second. Like I said, non-spoiler, so you don't have to worry. There's no spoilers whatsoever. So, I went over, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that I thought that were pretty cool with the movie. So, we'll talk more about that as the night goes on. But I can just lay out like the base general thing, like each one by one, and then we can talk about whatever.
I'm watching it with my wife, sister, and her fiance Saturday. I can't wait.
Nice, nice. Let's go, Justin. Another 3. Justin gets us to 9 by himself. Let's go, Justin. Yeah, man, it's gonna be great, dude. It's gonna. I mean, I would have taken my nephew's on spring break, but like I just couldn't coordinate it. I didn't know that he'd be on spring break, and like my sister wouldn't let me take him like during school. So I was like, oh, then let me take him like so we can just miss school for like a bit. And she was like, no. But then I didn't realize that, oh, he's on spring break. So it wasn't until last night that I talked to her about it, and she's like, oh, he's on spring break. Can you take him? I'm like, oh, it's a bit too late just because the tickets and stuff. I mean, maybe. But it was a packed movie theater though. Like there were a few seats, but they're at the very bottom. They weren't like I'd have to sit not next to him, you know? So we can't do that. He's only 7. So did you get one of those? I didn't get the Yoshi popcorn bucket. They didn't have one at the movie theater that I went to. Yeah, the thing about the movie theater that I went to is like too much. People were ordering. Like I don't like the way that the movie theater is set up. It's set up like a restaurant and a movie theater. One, like I said, it was too hot, and 2, people were ordering food, and people were like walking, like the employees were like walking in front all the time because people were ordering food for like an hour and a half movie. Like the movie's an hour, and people are ordering pizzas, and I'm like, okay, like this is ridiculous. Just go in, get some candy or something like that. Just grab some candy or grab some popcorn. Like, why are you ordering like steaks and pizzas and stuff like for like an hour movie? Like it's, I don't know, just seemed a little weird. But that's just the way that the movie theater worked there. It's not like just straight up a movie theater. It's like a restaurant and a movie theater combined, and they bring you food. Like you can press it like a button. So I'll probably not go to, I mean, but that one's like close to the house, but I probably won't go to that one again. Just because of the people walking. Once again, I didn't miss anything because of it. Like it wasn't like, the screen was obviously big enough and I didn't miss anything, but it was just kind of like, it's an hour and people are like ordering food like 45 minutes in. It's like, the movie's gonna be over soon. Partner with the 5.
What's up? Really enjoyed the movie. I'm now a bit sad because I'm like, dang, what do I do now? LMAO. I'm definitely gonna rewatch it multiple times.
Oh yeah.
No spoilers, but definitely worth a watch if you are a Mario fan.
If you're a
Wish I
Mario,
could say more lol.
if you're a Mario or if you're a Star Fox fan, it's worth the watch. That was one of the things that I had on here, is that Star Fox was great in the movie. Like I said, no spoilers, not planning on, but it's not just like a little thing, like, oh, here's Star Fox, then he leaves. It's like it's a good bit, you know, like it's nice. It's some good stuff. So, like I put in the title, there's no way, I mean, we obviously had the Star Fox leak from Nate, but it would have been painfully obvious that a Star Fox game is coming, you know? Because there's no way that you go watch this movie, you're thinking, oh yeah, like, oh, there's not going to be a Star Fox video game, you know? Like, there's no way you're not thinking that. So yeah, like that's the thing, man. It was great. Star Fox stole the show. That was awesome. Rosalina, Brie Larson as Rosalina was really good. Shout out to the party, man. You are also the Hokage, or sorry, top ninja of the stream, and we're 14, one combo away from our first extension. Let's go to party, man. Let's go and get you up on the board here too. Thank you so much, party man. I appreciate that. Let's go. But yeah, Rosalina's performance and some of the stuff that happens with Rosalina and Princess Peach and like some of like the lore and all that, it's pretty good. Some pretty good stuff. If you're a longtime Mario fan, there's some great stuff in there. I think that also Bowser Jr. was great in the movie. Very good in the movie. Bowser Jr. and Bowser were both good, but Bowser Jr. was fantastic. Mario and Luigi were also great in the movie, and they were funny. And Yoshi was, Donald Glover as Yoshi, I mean, legitimately crazy. I mean, he sounds like Yoshi though. He sounds like him, so you got to give him credit there. But Yoshi was great. All the cool references. One of the things that I picked out here that was really cool in the movie. I'm not gonna say what happens, of course, but like, you know, we saw it with Wart and with Mauser, like the Mario Bros 2 casino segment. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very, very good. Very good. Maybe they bring back Mario Bros 2 in some way. Probably not. But very good. So it was good stuff. It was good stuff, man. It was good stuff there. That was another one of my highlights. Another one of my highlights before I get to some more comments here. Nintendo references were incredible. The fight scenes were really good. End of the movie, fight scenes, great. Throughout the whole movie, the fight scenes were good. Make sure you watch all the way through, not only to the end, but also after the credits roll, keep watching. A lot of the people that were in the movie theater with me, they all left. Literally, it was like me and like one other family. Everybody else left, and we watched all the way through. So make sure that you just watch all the way through. Make sure you watch all the way through. So yeah, it's good. So if you're gonna go see it, don't leave. Once the credits roll, keep going, finish it, and then once the lights come on in the movie theater, and you know it's done, then go. So yeah, watch the post credits. Watch the post credits. People need to go back and play Star Fox on Wii U. I don't think they're gonna do that, Mr. Rightway. What's up, Bad Set? Welcome. How was Childish Gambino's Yoshi? He was good. He sounds like Yoshi. It's just straight up Yoshi. I mean, you know, Yoshi doesn't really talk. I mean, he does a little bit, but not really, you know. But yeah, he sounded like Yoshi. He definitely worked on his Yoshi. How much pop music was in the movie? I don't remember. But no spoilers, but there might be something outside of pop music. So that kind of caught me off guard. It was a track from one of the greatest musicians of all time. That's no longer with us, but his impact is, some people say he's maybe number 1 or number 2. And if you listen to his music in the 90s, you'll instantly recognize the beat that happens in a certain segment of the movie. So there was probably some pop music or something, but I don't remember. A lot of it was the actual music from, you know, like remixes from the games. So that's what I remember more. But I do, one track sticks out, and like I said, it's a beat from the 90s from a very popular, let's just say, I can say rapper. Let's just say rapper. A very popular rapper from the 90s. So that one caught me. I almost busted out laughing. So that was pretty good. Give me 1 second, guys. Huh? No. Can you hand me my water bottle? It's inside the bathroom. Okay, thank you. All right, she was just asking me about if I fed my son our son. If I fed our son some food before he went to sleep, and I'm like, nah, I didn't give him anything. Let's see here. Damn, they put Tupac in Mario. No spoilers. No spoilers. You saw the after credits scene, right? The next movie is gonna be interesting. Oh yeah, I saw the after credits scene. Oh yeah, they're gonna do more. They're gonna do more. So, like I said, I'm not gonna tell you guys who it was. I'm not gonna tell you guys who the rapper from the 90s was. Go watch the movie and you'll find out.
So what you're saying is, as a Nintendo and Mario fan, I should skip this movie. Lol.
Yeah, you know, you should definitely skip. I mean, I think that's the reason why there's a big difference between like the critical score, like, you know, the critics, and the actual fans. If you're a fan of Mario, the movie's awesome because there's like I said, Mario 2. I mean, if you're a fan of Nintendo, Star Fox, there's other cameos. If you're a fan of their history, there's, you know, I mean, they already announced it, but like Rob's in there, and that part's kind of funny. There's all sorts of stuff in there, man. There is all sorts of, like I said, all sorts of cool stuff when it comes to the movie. I really enjoyed the flow and the pacing. And yeah, there was more story bits than I thought there would be. I mean, obviously it's not any type of crazy story development or anything, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch Mario for like crazy story, but the story stuff that was in there, I thought was pretty good. I thought was downplayed a bit by some of the people saying that there's like zero story. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, hold up. There's a pretty big revelation story-wise in there. And on top of that, like the Bowser Jr. and Bowser stuff, there's definitely story there too, and like some other things. So I don't know. You don't want to drag the runtime out to be like 2 hours of just Mario's talking about Mamma Mia. You know, I stomped on a Koopa in 1984. Like I don't know if that needs that. Like I don't know if it really needs a bunch of stuff like scenes of them just talking and walking around and like trying to develop. Like I don't. To me, just like it's Mario. Like just have a few different things, have a few bombshells, give us some action, get us in and out in about an hour and a half. I mean, I don't think it needs to be over an hour and a half. Like, that to me is like the limit of what it should be. It really shouldn't be anything more than that. So people that are asking for, oh, they should do more story, and it's like, nah, like a 2-hour Mario movie, like, nah, I'm okay. It's just like I said, but like as long as like the story stuff is impactful that's in there, make it like that. And I think that the story stuff in this movie was more impactful, what they revealed, than the story in Mario, the original Mario Bros, like Mario Bros movie, not the first one, like the 90s one, but like the Super Mario Bros movie, you know, the one 2023. So I thought it was more impactful. So the next movie predicted to be 2029. I mean, if they're going on a 3-year cadence, then yeah, it'd be 2029. Better than the first? It's better than the first in a lot of ways, yeah. I mean, sometimes pacing-wise, the first movie might be a little bit better, or even seeing, like, Mario's family in the first one. But, like I said, this one has, like I said, a lot of cameos. And I'd probably say, yeah, it's probably a bit better because of Star Fox. I think Star Fox makes the movie probably a notch above the last one, because Star Fox is awesome. Star Fox is really, really awesome. He's great in this movie as well. So yeah, I think I like this one a bit more. But let me watch it a couple more times. I just got done watching the movie. Like, I think it was at 10 o'clock. So it's been a number of hours now. Justin with another 3.
Does it feel more like a Mario movie than the first one?
The first one feels more like, I think the first one feels more like a Mario movie because there's less, like, cameos and stuff from things outside, I guess, of Mario, like the Star Fox stuff. This one almost kind of feels like, not like Smash Brothers, but there's so many cameos from so many different places, and like I said, the Star Fox situation. The first one kind of feels more like, oh, okay, it's Mushroom Kingdom, and it's this one. I mean, obviously, Galaxy feels like that's Mario as well. But this one felt a bit different. This one felt a bit different because, like, the original, or like the first Mario Bros movie was kind of like Mario coming to grips with, like, you know, that he can be, you know, be like, I'm Mario, you know. This one, he's already confident. He's like, okay, I am Mario, and like they know what they're doing in this one. But once again, the setting is uniquely different with different types of characters and things. But no, it's definitely like more references like to past Mario, and like there's like a lot more Mario stuff in there. So I know it's kind of weird because I said maybe it doesn't feel like it as much, but like I said, there's a lot of other stuff in the movie too as well. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil any type of you know, stuff with the Pikmin and all that, but I mean, I wouldn't expect anything too much with that. So but I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I want you guys to go and enjoy it. Whenever the Pikmin part comes up, you'll see it. But don't expect too much, but it's not bad. You know, it's not bad. Like I said, I don't want to ruin the setup for you, you know? So what's up, Dan Dips? Welcome. What is good? The Mauser claw grip speak, yes or no? No spoilers. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to ruin anything with that scene. That scene's awesome. But if you like Wart, you can look forward to Wart. He speaks, and his character is like kind of freaking goated. He's kind of like yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna ruin it too much for you guys, but yeah, go see the movie. That part is great. That's one of the best parts. Princess Peach is awesome. And also it was a really cool, I mean, not a cool power-up, but like, you know, if you watch the new Super Mario Bros. Games, or if you played the new Super Mario Bros. Games, you know, some cool stuff that happens there with new Super Mario. Kind of random out of nowhere, but then they kind of like foreshadow it a little bit, but I didn't notice when I was there. But it was cool. I like that part quite a bit. I bet they spent a lot of time on that part, to be honest. I mean, I bet they spent a lot of time on lots of parts, but that part in particular was top quality CG and top quality animation and all that good stuff. And just like the writing was very good too, as well. Writing was very good in that part as well. Yeah, it's breaking box office records. I think they said something around almost 70 million worldwide for the first the opening day. I don't know if that counts Japan either. So yeah, it's pretty good worldwide. Um, pretty good worldwide. Let's see. Yeah, that part was great. I know you were probably geeking out, Party Man. Like, I know you were probably geeking out. You're like, I know that was probably Party Man's favorite part of the movie. Oh man, I really liked it though. I mean, of course, for me, I mean, I love Star Fox, so like the Star Fox parts were really cool. This movie is not this movie is not a movie predicted to chill. What goes in a Mario movie? It's within standard plot. Yeah, I know exactly. Justin with the 3.
I'm gonna watch the movie real soon with my brother. Can't wait.
Okay.
And also been checking live streams a few days ago, but man, I noticed so many egotistical trolls appearing in live streams occasionally. Shows what kind of YTBERS has the same kind of viewers.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. Like, the results speak for themselves. We're looking at the Nintendo Switch 2 right now, so.
So I thought Nintendo fans didn't buy third-party games. I'm confused.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that as well. Third-party sales definitely up based off of Nintendo Switch 2, and I think it's gonna keep going. Resident Evil, Capcom, Pragmata, Monster Hunter Stories 3, 007 this year, Elden Ring, some good stuff coming out. So Resident Evil should get some more Resident Evil. So we're gonna talk about that as well. Thank you, Justin, with another 3. Monado Mario, thank you for another 3. We have the official 15-minute extension. Hey yo, and Justin with the 12 at the top. Let's go. Anybody that's 12 or more, you've been Justin, the Party Man, I put you at the top there of the top ninja. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. Anybody that's 5 or more, you beat up Party Man. 12 or more, beat up my man Justin. Thank you, Monado Mario, for the 3. Remember, if you drop a dono, make sure you put your music request, and I will try to get a track going for you. But let's go ahead and play this first Overclock with the 15-minute extension. Hey yo,
Overclock Buster!
appreciate that, guys. Party Man was losing it. He was trying so hard not to geek out and like scream in the movie theater. So I'm finally watching the Super Mario Bros. Jack Black did a good job as Bowser. He fits the part well. Yeah, he did a great job. Peaches. Yeah, he did a really good job. He did a really good job in the movie. He did a good job. Like I said, Bowser Jr. and Bowser were both great. Bowser Jr., once again, another reason why we need a new Smash Bros. With a new moveset. Bowser Jr. with the paintbrush, way better than Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings in that stupid clown. I mean, don't get me, the clown car, the clown little thing, that's fine, but this is why we need new movesets, because Bowser Jr. with that paintbrush is godlike. So we need a new Smash Brothers game, and if Bowser Jr. is even in the game, I mean, he might get cut, obviously, but if he's in the game, oh, he's got to have that paintbrush, man. He's got to have that paintbrush and some of the stuff from the movie, man. He's got to. Let's see here. They did a great job with fan service over 40 years of Mario. Oh, yeah, it was good. It was good. So you might go tomorrow, listen to filled with people. Try to go in the morning. If you go in the morning, there'll be less people. Party Man with the $5 dono. Ninja Peach.
All I'm going to say is Sakurai has plenty of material for Peach in the next Smash lol. Mario and Peach were great in the movie together as well. I just had a massive grin the whole time lol.
Yeah.
Bowser Jr. was an absolute beast. Get rid of Clown Car.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Shout out to Party Man. Thank you for another 5. I appreciate that. Yeah, like Bowser Jr. was great. Like I said, Rosalina was fantastic. I thought Rosalina was very good. Brie Larson did a great job. I didn't even like, you think of it as really like Rosalina. I think all the characters do a great job of just like, they fit that character of like who they are. But I was really surprised. Like, you can tell she did that role with love and care. You can tell she's a fan. And then I was probably the most surprised with voice acting wise with Rosalina. It felt so natural. And obviously Rosalina's super powerful, so that was great. The opening scene's fantastic. Rosalina, crazy power. So yeah, man, I was floored. I thought it was a great movie, man. Like, obviously, like I said, I get it. It's not perfect for everybody. I can understand why some of the reviews are lower too. Like, I get that. Like, if you're not a Mario fan, this movie probably makes no sense. If you're not like a deep Mario fan, like if you didn't play Mario 2, that whole scene, it might be just like, okay, what's that? You know, if you didn't play Mario Galaxy, yeah, like you're not gonna get, like, if you don't know what Star Fox is, if you don't know why Star Fox is so cool, And like even like the Star Fox, like the intro, like when they first meet Star Fox, like, you know, it's just, it might seem like this movie sucks, you know? So but I mean, that's the whole point though. The whole point is like, I don't think you can please everybody. I mean, you can try to, but it's hard. I think that really you should just please the longtime fans. If you're gonna shoot for someone, shoot for the fans that have been there for a long time, rather than the people that don't know anything about Mario, you know? So Bowser Jr. and Koopalings should have their own movesets, in my opinion. Oh yeah, they should. Well, I don't know if they can eat. That's probably too much work to have all the Koopalings have their all unique own movesets. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Like the Koopalings aren't popular enough for that. Like they each get a different moveset for each Koopaling. Yeah, that's a waste of resources, bro. I mean, I love the Koopalings, but they ain't that good. Like we ain't trying to waste the whole. Sakurai has to make 7, 8 different movesets for every Koopaling. Or do you mean Bowser Jr. should have his moveset and then the Koopalings all share like a moveset, so 2 different movesets? I'm worried about talking, kids screaming. Nah, you'll be fine, Corey. You don't gotta worry about that. Let's see. Yeah, I like the Mario movie, the Xenoblade or Fire Emblem movie. Hopefully, Xenoblade and... I mean, yeah, I don't know about Xenoblade or Fire Emblem movies, guys. I don't know if they're gonna do those, but we'll see. We will see. I went with friends who definitely are not into Mario, like I am. They liked it, but definitely didn't feel as aesthetic as I did. Oh yeah. Like if you're not like a Mario fan, or if you don't know like the Mario games, then it's like, yeah. Or if you don't know I'm pretty sure a lot of these people had no idea who Star Fox is, or like why, like, and like, so like the Star Fox part is nowhere near as cool. Like when you hear the music, like when you see Star Fox, like when you see the attitude Star Fox has, like the style and like the suave, and it's like, okay, yeah, like Star Fox, like he's had a personality in the previous games, but like not really. Like he does and he doesn't. But this movie actually makes Star Fox out to be like, okay, this is how you would think Star Fox actually would be like outside of like the games, like where he's like Dinosaur Planet or whatever, or outside of like some like just talking to the other teammates. But like the Star Fox dialogue was fantastic, the writing was fantastic. So I'm guessing that this Star Fox game that they're gonna do is gonna be something expansive. Like I think this is gonna be a legit, real big Star Fox game. Like you don't give him this type of shine in the movie and not try to cash in somewhere else, you know, like, because it's like, you know, it was so like not random, because obviously they're in space, Star Fox is in space as well, but like it just seemed like they're like, okay, they're trying to give him a nice little spotlight, you know. So it was fun. Yeah, like this is a Mario movie, not a Xenoblade or Fire. Okay, I got you. Yeah, we'll see about if they do Fire Emblem or Xenoblade some other time. So let's see. It was mostly gamer adults in the theater, to be honest. I had, like, when I went, there was a lot of families, because I mean, when I went, it was spring break where I'm at, so you know, so there was a lot of families there. Like I saw kids. There were plenty of kids. But I mean, they weren't loud. I mean, they weren't loud or being annoying or anything like that. But there wasn't really like any little kids. There was like probably the littlest kid I saw was like maybe like 5 or 6. So there wasn't like, you know, like a 3-year-old or a 2-year-old or anything. So, Chrono Rig with the $2 dono says the Star Fox music in the movie was amazing. Yes, it's nice remixes. Look forward to the music. The music in the movie, just in general. The remixes of like multiple different tracks are very good, are very, very, very good. That's another thing that really stuck out, was the remixes of like the different tracks. Shout outs to Chrono Rig. Thank you for the $2 donor. That does get us to another overclock 30-minute extension. Let's go.
Overclock Buster.
Guys, so much appreciate that. Next one up, 50 more combos. We got a 45-minute extension tonight where we're talking about Nintendo, RPGs, Mario movie, and anything else you guys want to get into. Thank you for the review. You know, Mario games, which is why you're playing, what you're saying actually resonates. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Mario from the beginning. You know, I've been playing Mario since, heck, Donkey Kong. I remember playing the Donkey Kong arcade game. You know, so Donkey Kong, Mario Bros, you know, Mario 2, Mario 3. Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island. I've never missed a main Mario game. Like I've beaten every single main Mario game. Now some of the spin-offs and side things I have not, like Mario's Missing and stuff like that, but every single main Mario game I've beaten, 2D and 3D. So, you know, I've been down with the brothers for 40 years now. Going on 40 years. So I've been there since pretty much day one. So it's great. Star Fox definitely more stoic and serious, but he's a bit goofy in the movie. Is he? That's the thing. I don't think he really is. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think he is. Cause like if you look at some of the other media that Star Fox has, like in the games, he doesn't really talk too much. But he's definitely known as somebody that's a bit confident and but like also slick. So then they expanded upon that. That's kind of how in the movie, I feel like that's how Star Fox actually is when there's not the limitations of we don't want much plot. Like that's how Star Fox he'd be more like that. Like I said, if you read some of the read some of the stuff on Star Fox, some like the short comics that they have and all that, he's not just a stoic, I'm all business. That's not Star Fox. Like I said, the games kind of make him seem to be that type of way, but he's actually not like that. You know, he's actually not like that. I mean, yes, when it comes down to running the Star Fox team and being serious and being a professional, he is. But he's not like, oh, I'm just all business. No, Star Fox isn't like that. He can be a bit silly and he can joke around and stuff. Like I said, if you watch all the extra stuff outside of the games, so the portrayal in the movie feels more accurate. When it was business time, Star Fox got business done. When it wasn't business time, he was being a bit more relaxed, you know? So I think that's really more how Star Fox is. But once again, in the games, you never have downtime. The games are just, you go from one action piece to another action piece. There is no downtime in Star Fox games. Like most Star Fox games. You just go from one serious mission to another. You don't talk with the crew in between, like outside of like the talking that they do during the mission, but like you don't have any downtime outside of like hang out and talk with Falco or like do dialogue options and things like that. So the portrayal in the movie to me is how Star Fox would actually act when there's downtime, when there's not imminent danger, you know? Let's see, shout outs to Cristobal. See, thank you for the 59 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Tune in tier. Let's go. Rosalina was really epic. I want an entire game with Rosalina. I think a Rosalina game would be fun. 7-year-old just got into Star Fox thanks to the movie last night. He loves him. Asking about him a lot now. Yeah, there you go. That's what they wanted to do, man. They wanted to get Star Fox in front of millions upon millions of people. Because remember, Star Fox at one point, Star Fox, I'm not spoiling the movie. I didn't spoil anything with the movie. I didn't spoil anything. What are you talking about, Game Dev One? I have not spoiled a single thing about the movie. I have not said one plot point, one scenario. I have not said anything when it comes to that. What was I about to say? Yeah, so I think Star Fox now at this point, Star Fox was a major franchise for Nintendo. Star Fox was a massive seller on the Super Nintendo, one of the best-selling games on the N64. I think, once again, they fell off because they fell off of what Star Fox is. Get back to the graphics, get back to the action gameplay, get back to that, and you can have Star Fox back. Because Star Fox was literally built on graphics. That was what Star Fox was built on. And I know it sounds anti-Nintendo, I guess, right? But that's what Star Fox was built on. Star Fox was built on great graphics, great controls, fast gameplay, multiple replay value, multiplayer. Those are the two things that those are all the things that Star Fox did. So you need to get back to that to truly bring Star Fox back. It makes no sense to bring Star Fox to the DS. The DS game, it wasn't great, but it failed because people don't want to play on a little tiny with that's not how Star Fox is. Console, graphics, TV, push the system. That's what Star Fox is, man. Like people are trying to play on the DS with worse graphics than like the N64. Like it's no, like we're looking at something that looks worse than Star Fox 64. God, it's like people don't want that. Like, and then Star Fox Assault, like I said, something with the art style. Star Fox Assault was good, but there's something with the art style that didn't quite hit Star Fox Zero and all that, there was obviously the controls and certain things, but once again, they focused on gamepad instead of graphics and, you know, playability, ease of use and playability. Although once you get used to the game, it's not bad on Wii U. Yeah, if they get back to it, like I said, graphics and just like I said, online multiplayer, that's good. If they have co-op and if they have dogfights, that'd be great, you know. Yes, I know. $900 for a PS5 with no disc drive, that's crazy. I already called that out in a video, so. Yeah, that's not it, Elias. Deported Sicilian with the $5 dono. Says, mods, please go ban OJ for spoiling the best screenplay worthy plot of the Mario movie. Yeah, I haven't spoiled anything just yet. I have not spoiled anything just yet. I am getting you guys hyped up for the movie though. I can say that. Justin as well with another 3. Let's go.
The rumor is that Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition is a Switch 2 exclusive. If true, that's kinda strange. It was from my Nintendo News.
Well, yeah, I did see that, but like, I mean, the game is already available on the Xbox and PlayStation, so if there's an exclusive, I mean, it wouldn't really be anything outside of just updating the graphics and all that. It's not like they did like major DLC for that game, right? So I don't really think there'd be anything too significant. Thank you for the $3, Justin. That does raise you up to 15. Yo, let's go. The Toby Blaster. Anybody who's 15 or more, you can type or beat out Justin. Party Man's still at the top of the 5. Also Deported, thank you for the 5 as well. 38 on the board, guys. We are just a few more combos. 7 combos away from a 45-minute extension. Thank you guys so much for your support. What do you rate the movie? 1 lowest, 10 highest. Tell me what you thought about it. No spoilers. You know, I'm not a big movie person. It's hard for me to rate a movie because once again, this is the only movie that I've watched. I think I haven't watched like another movie. It's been like 3 years since my last movie. The last time that I watched a movie was like the Mario Bros movie. I don't watch movies. Like I watch like TV, like I watch like The Boys or I watch like Invincible, but I don't watch movies much. So it's hard. Like my rating doesn't really matter. But if I wanted to rate it like on all-time movies, like a 1 to 10, I mean, I don't know, like maybe like an 8 or a 9 or something like that. But like I said, my opinion on like a rating is worthless considering I don't watch movies. So like, the only 2 movies I've seen in the last 3 years are like the 2 Mario Bros movies. Like I don't watch all like the animation like Zootopia. Like I don't like all the movies that people say are great. I don't watch any of those. So I don't know, man. I thought it was fun. A third-person cover shooter Star Fox would be lit. Why? Why would you want a third-person cover shooter That's not Star Fox. What? That's Mass Effect. That's not. That's a third-person That's You want Mass Effect. You don't want Star Fox. You want Mass Effect. That's what you want. I don't understand why people say that. That's Mass Effect. No, I don't want Star Fox to be Mass Effect. Oh. Fox is not a cover shooter. He flies an airplane. He flies an airplane. That's his game. His game is that you are in an airplane. You are not Commander Fox Shepard. No, he's in an airplane. Let's see. Deported with the $2 dono. Says that's crazy, OJ. Go watch Sinners. So good. You know what? My wife and I, we're supposed to watch Sinners together. And maybe I'll go watch Sinners. Maybe I will. Maybe I will go watch it at some point. But we'll see. Have you watched the Marvel movies? I watched the Infinity War. I watched the Endgame or whatever. I think I watched that one. But like I said, that was like years ago, though. Let's see. People want anything but Star... like I said, I don't think it's a Star Fox fan. I don't think Aaron's an actual Star Fox fan. I think he just sees the character and says, oh, okay, that's a character, but like I like Mass Effect. So I think he saw Fox has a gun in Smash Brothers and said, oh, okay, well, maybe Fox can be shooting people like Commander Shepard. Oh man, going back to see Super Mario Galaxy tomorrow in 3D. It was definitely a labor of love. Made me go home and play Smash Brothers. Nice. You got a gun dog. I'm cool with them leaving the ship sometimes. And if they mess that up, then what? Listen, if he does, that's fine. But like, I'm telling you guys, man, do not expect him getting out of the ship and playing Mass Effect style, because those are two different types of games. Mass Effect doesn't have good space combat. It's really hard to make a game like Mass Effect and then also make a game as good as Star Fox. As you can see, nobody's doing that. But I mean, if there's games out there that can master rail shooting and space shooting on top of being a great third-person shooter, let me know all the games. On top of having incredible graphics and having online multiplayer, y'all let me know the games. Y'all let me know what games do that. So, I mean, listen, they did that in Star Fox Assault, and to varying level of success. Could it be good? Maybe. But once again, that is a completely different gameplay style. So therefore, you take a big risk of taking away time and effort from one or the other. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that I would say with that. If they do it and they can execute it, I'm happy. That's great. But I don't know how well it's going to be executed, because once again, it's a whole different type of game, you know? Honest question, OJ, should I see the movie in XD box, aka 4D? I don't even know what all that means, Ajoxus, to be honest. I just saw the normal movie, so I don't go to the movie theater. All right, take it easy, Yoshi. Thanks for coming out. I hope you have a good one. Was the Illumination logo funny? Yes, it's a classic. It's a classic situation with the Illumination logo. So make sure you get there and you watch the beginning start of the movie. Don't get there late, because yes, the logo with the Illumination was very good. Very good. Let's see. We are not complaining when Mario starts playing tennis. Covert, are you trolling me right now? Or are you trolling? So when you play Mario Odyssey, do you play tennis? Is there a whole tennis game in there? When you play Mario 64, is there a tennis game in there? When you play Galaxy, are you playing tennis? What are you talking about? That's a whole separate game. I didn't say Star Fox can't be in a separate game, in like a spin-up. I didn't say that. He's in Smash Brothers. I didn't say he has his own Star Fox adventure. We're talking about his actual main game.
Did you see a Switch 2 ad before the movie?
There were no Switch 2 ads before the movie. No, there were no Switch 2 ads before the movie. No, I did not see any. There were just a bunch of lame movies that they were advertising beforehand. But apparently some people were saying that there were Switch 2 ads on some of the other movies. So thank you, Justin, with the 2. I appreciate that. Mr. Save the Princess be getting every random kind of game. I don't get why we can't do different kinds with Star Fox. Okay, so let me ask you a question, Covert. How much does Star Fox sell compared to how much does Mario sell? And there's your answer right there. Mario is significantly more popular than Star Fox. I don't know why you're trying to compare Mario and Star Fox together. You should not. One of them is incredibly popular, and the reason why Nintendo's still here. The other hasn't had a game since the Wii U. Literally skipped the whole generation or so. Mario is not Star Fox. So I don't know why you're trying to act like those are the same type of franchise popularity. It's not. Or actually, wait a minute. Justin with the 3. Thank you. 45 on the board. Yo, shout outs. Let's go. Let's go. Well, listen, I'll say this. Let's see what happens. We don't got to argue back and forth. Let's see what happens. What I'm trying to tell you is that they're probably not going to do what you guys are saying. They're not going to make Star Fox and a bunch of spin-off games and all that. I don't think they're going to do all that. What you got to do when you're bringing back a franchise, what you got to do is you got to nail the points that are important. You got to nail the gameplay that's important for the fans. If you don't do that, you're going to have some issues. If you stray too far from what people like, you're going to maybe have a Metroid Prime 4 situation. You know, so it didn't bother me too much, but there are people that didn't like certain aspects of that, and it got lower review scores because of it. So if I was Nintendo, I would stick to what works really well, what made Star Fox 64 great, and not try to turn Star Fox into Mass Effect, because once again, having a cover shooter, that is a completely different gameplay. That is completely different systems, mechanics, and everything. And if it's not good, or if it's half-baked, that's going to lower the review score. But if you make an incredible Star Fox game that fully blows Star Fox 64 away in playability and replay value and online multiplayer, and you don't worry about a third-person cover shooter segments that might suck because that's not the main focus of the game, then, like I said, I personally don't think it's a good idea, but we will see. Oh, my bad. We will see. We'll see what they do. We don't even got to go back and forth. We'll see what they do. Shout outs to Choco. Thank you for the 25 months. So we will see what they do. All right, thank you for the 345 on the board. We got another overclock. Ayo.
Overclock Buster!
And also deported with the $5. What's up, Mr. Davis? Welcome. How you doing today? Seems risky for Nintendo to make content changes and additions to near perfect Ocarina. Do you think people are setting themselves up for disappointment? Ocarina of Time is really old at this point. So, like, they would definitely need to modernize some things for, like, I mean, it can't just be, like, the same game with better graphics. But, yes, it's always risky when you're trying to remake a classic that's not, like, a remaster. It's, like, a remake. But I don't think people are setting themselves up for disappointment. I mean, but I think that it's going to be hard to live up to the 99 Metacritic. You know, that's going to be very difficult because 3D was at a different time. So, I think some people might be setting themselves up for disappointment. But I think the game should be fine. But we'll see. We'll find out. It might not be. The reason why I said that we might not be able to do spin-offs is because Star Fox is not popular. Star Fox is not popular. Like, you're comparing him to Mario and act as if Mario and Star Fox are on the same level of popularity. The reason why people get spin-offs is because of popularity. So we need to establish Star Fox first. Get his game out there. Then if that sells really well, then there can maybe be spin-offs. But a third-person cover shooter, that's not going to be a cheap thing to produce. That's not going to be as cheap as a Mario Tennis game. I mean, if you want to see Fox hit a tennis ball or something, they can probably do that for very cheap. But right now, where Star Fox is, that is not, like, you can't do a spin-off third-person game and it not be a major game. Like, that would be, like, it would have to be something that would be pretty in-depth, right? It's not like you're playing tennis. Like, Mario Tennis games are smaller scale compared to, like, a third-person cover shooter, you know? Unless you wanted a very bare-bones third-person cover shooter, which I don't think you would want that, right? You'd want it with good graphics. You'd want it with good gameplay. You'd want it with the story. You would want all these things that would make a third-person shooter great, right? Or would you like a 2-hour story like Mario Tennis has with the third-person shooter? You don't want that, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you're making these comparisons and they're not feasible. And when Nintendo doesn't do them, you're gonna be like, why didn't they do them? Well, I'm telling you right now why they didn't do them. You know, and and so when it doesn't happen, we can look back at this stream and I'll tell you, well, this is the reason why. You know. Let's see here. Mario Galaxy movie was awesome. Get the Yoshi bucket, 2 Luma buckets, and Calderon bucket. The bucket. Okay, I'm not gonna buy all those buckets. But yeah, I think next I need to go to an actual, like, real movie theater so I can hopefully get all that next time. So you can't bring an IP back from either by making a spinoff. That's literally setting the development on fail on arrival. You need to reestablish the series from that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to reestablish the series from the roots, you know, from the roots of, like, what they were doing. So when they started taking him off his airplane and he started, that's when Star Fox, like, fell off, right? Let's just listen. Not saying that's the only reason, but that's one of the reasons why Star Fox fell off. They started taking him off his plane. They started trying to make other shooting mechanics, and it didn't work. Star Fox Adventures, Star Fox Assault. Both of those games, I mean, they're not bad, but none of them hit the heights that Star Fox 64 hit, what people thought about them when it comes to game players out there. And they started taking Star Fox out of his ship and doing all sorts of weird stuff. And they did that, and it didn't really work, right? Star Fox flopped on the GameCube. Both of them flopped. I mean, Star Fox Adventure was okay. Star Fox Assault is good. It's not bad by any means. It's not bad. But it's not like those games were viewed incredible and everybody went out there and bought them. They did exactly what you guys are saying, and people did not buy Star Fox Adventures and Star Fox Assault like that. And I don't want to hear anything about the low install base of the GameCube, because N64 also had a low install base too. And Star Fox on the Super Nintendo was an early title. It wasn't like, and yeah, Super Nintendo ended up selling really well, but Star Fox from the jump on Super Nintendo sold better, you know? So That's one of the things you guys have to realize. I think it's time to just get back to the basics now. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some other stuff in there. I don't think that there's going to be like, it's just going to be straight up just like the Super Nintendo Star Fox. I think there's going to be some other different things in there. Fox might get out of this ship and might do things. I'm not saying that there is no possibility. I'm just saying they need to focus on what made Star Fox great though. Like, focus on that. That needs to be the focus. You know, not people that say it needs to be like Mass Effect. Like, I don't want them to turn it into something where people just say this is like a budget or a ghetto Mass Effect, you know? Let's see. I think there isn't a lot of fun things to talk about when it comes to Nintendo this year. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. There's plenty of fun things to talk about. We're just trolling at this point. Literally, we got Nate the Hate just dumped a bucket of different news from Star Fox to Ocarina of Time remake and more. What are you talking about? Wario Land potentially getting a big revival as well on Switch 2 next year. Yeah, Wario Land, also Metroid. There's also Super Metroid remake and a new Metroid game that seems to be in development as well, based off the rumors there. So they didn't have a singular cohesive team to handle Star Fox. Well, they did have one, but then they didn't have one. Then they had to outsource to Bandai Namco. Never played Mass Effect, so I don't know what that means. Mass Effect is a third-person cover shooter. Let's see here. People want an RPG Star Fox like Mass Effect. I think I've seen some people say that. I've seen some people say that. But I don't think those people are actually like real big Star Fox fans in the first place. You know, but once again, I'm just very cautious of that type of stuff because I know what it takes to make a good third-person cover shooter, and half booting it is not it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna make Star Fox into that, it's got to be all about the game. Like, but like I said, let's wait and see. But I'm a little bit cautious if they do stuff like that. A little bit cautious. Like, I kind of just want them to max out the graphics and make like an incredible 5-6 hour campaign with hella replay value, different routes, great graphics, online multiplayer, co-op, cooperative and competitive. Like I said, hard difficulty levels, and just do that. Just like max it out, man. Max out those graphics in a rail shooter. Give us different vehicles. Give us like maybe 5 different paths. You can take this path, you can zigzag, there's secrets, there's all sorts. Like, if they just do that, give us like Star Fox 64 2, but not the same story, but give me that intensity, give me that style, give me that where you've got underwater, you've got landmaster, you've got flying rail shooter stuff, you got different paths. Just make that, but way bigger, and like I said, max those graphics out. Give me some more cutscenes, some cool CG in between. Give me some Independence Day levels. Bring back Star Wolf. Make some new characters. Give me some upgrades. Like, let's say in between you can get points for like money, and then you can upgrade your weaponry. Like, you know, give me that. And I think that is a successful Star Fox that can sell millions of copies. I think if you just, and then once you nail that, if you want to try something, oh, he gets out of his ship and there's all, like, once you have the basics down like that, then for the next game you can try something. But for right now, it needs to just go back to what made Star Fox great. That's me personally. But once again, we'll see what they do. The portal with the $5 dono says Star Fox should get out of his ship and have to visit, oh my gosh, is that 3 million planets? Over 3.7 million planets, randomly AI generated planets with no real space travel, just loading screens. Mass No Man's Sky. Mass No Man's Sky Field. Mass No Man's Sky Field. Sub Dash Frame says, OJ, what about if they took some cues from Kid Icarus Uprising and had a healthy diet on rail segment and on foot combat that didn't take away from the flying segments? I think the problem is that Kid Icarus Uprising, once again, you know, that game, Kid Icarus always had on foot, so they made on rails, and it was like 50-50.
Can we watch the Switch 2 overview trailer, the one from the Direct, in honor of the Direct anniversary?
Oh, of course we can, Justin. I can play it for you right now. Give me just 1 second. Let me answer a couple more questions, then we'll play that for sure. Thank you for another 3, Justin. Justin ups the lead to 18 on the board. We are 7 combos away from that 1 hour. Or that, sorry, Noah and Mio. When I was at 100 combos, but whatever. Let's see here. But we are good. We're gonna go the distance today. I have a feeling. Thank you to Justin. 18 on the board. Emilio's 18 already beat out Justin. Let's go. Combo streak intact. Do you think Crystal could come back? I think so. Foxfield, could Platinum Games be working on Star Fox? I don't think Platinum's working on Star Fox, no. We didn't laugh at Aaron. I just said it's not a good. I just don't think it's a good idea. Star Fox on Unreal Engine 5? Absolutely not. Hell no. Nintendo Switch 2 do not play well with Unreal Engine. Like, no. I would like whatever engine that they got, like a custom engine, or if they use the Mario Odyssey engine. I don't care. Anything but that engine. Anything but Unreal Engine 5. Anything but that. Hell no. Let's see, new rumor Funko Pops P4R plan for early 2027 might be a hit for games release. I think the game, they already said that it's going to be 2027 for Persona 4 Reload, so. I think they already said that like at an investor meeting. Yeah, I know, Unreal Engine, hell no. Alright, let's get this trailer though. I just don't think. I mean, Nintendo's used Unreal Engine in a few. I think like Yoshi and I think Pikmin both use Unreal Engine, and I mean it's not bad, but no, I'm not. If they have custom engines that can run the games, I would rather have them use that instead than Unreal Engine. Just in my humblest of opinion. Humblest of opinion. Let's see here. Is your donation sound from Street Fighter or SNES Battle? No, I don't have any Street Fighter or SNES, no. That's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Where they're just beating the crap out of a guy that got a little frisky with them. All right. Switch 2 anniversary trailer. Let's go. Gonna react. Shout outs to Justin, appreciate that. Chronos and Layers of Fear were both on Switch 2 since it adds ray tracing, both use UE5. Those are smaller games though.
The Nintendo Switch 2 system can adapt to suit your situation, however you like to play. In TV mode, use the dock to play on a bigger screen. In tabletop mode, place your system however you like using the stand, and share a controller with a friend. In handheld mode, play anywhere you go. With these 3 play modes, you can enjoy playing whenever and wherever you want. All together, anytime, anywhere. Let's take a look at some features of Nintendo Switch 2 and how it's improved from the Nintendo Switch system. At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen. The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles. The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Sorry guys, my bad.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally. The left and right sticks are now larger.
I have slept next to my Switch a couple
Each
times,
Joy-Con
like
2
playing at night.
controller can be used as a mouse, opening up even more ways to play in compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls, so you can also play certain games using 2 mice, like this. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Justin with the 3. Let me pause that and let me play it here. Let's see what he has to say. Wait, hold up. All right. Oh, my bad. Let me see if they'll read it out. Justin with the, I noticed that no VR mentioned in 120 FPS. Also, that part in 4K support shocked me. Oh yeah, that was the shocking thing. The VRR and like 4K dock stuff, that was like
Place
surprising.
your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode. Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games.
That was the
HDR
shocker.
is also supported in TV mode.
The USB port at the top and the bottom have been good. I think the top
The
USB
Nintendo
port's
Switch
awesome.
2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
What's up, Skip It? Yeah, the magnets are good on the side. Like people, remember when people said they were gonna break?
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games.
Then we got the
Physical
boost.
and digital games are supported.
The boost mode. Boost mode, baby. June 5th. I think I might make the video like the Steam Deck dying situation. I think I might make that. And I'll get a lot of people will be very angry with that video. People will be very angry with that video if I title it that. I'll have crazy bananas on my case, and all of that. But to me, that's the day that the Steam Deck died for me. That was the day, bro. That was pretty much that day, April 1st or April 2nd, 2025, when that was the day, bro. That was the day for me. I was like, I don't need this anymore. What's crazy is I actually sold my Steam Deck and kept my PlayStation Portal, which is just, and I hate the PlayStation, but I could have sold the PS Portal. I mean, I have one. I mean, I think I can probably make I mean, it's literally like I've used it like 5 times. It's pretty much brand new. Yeah, that's the craziest thing. Oh, the dude didn't back out of the debate. I just couldn't. We had to reschedule because I wanted to go watch the Mario Bros. Movie this morning. So I was like, I'm not doing a damn debate. I'm gonna go watch the Mario Bros. Movie. But yeah, we'll have it though. We're gonna do it. So it's kind of crazy. Nintendo hasn't released a big Switch 2 game that benefits the mouse. I think Metroid Prime 4. That's probably the best mouse mode because that aiming's awesome in there. So I'd probably say Metroid Prime 4 is probably their biggest game so far with mouse mode. You can also use hybrid controls too. Like you can go from this boom to mouse boom and back and forth. It's actually pretty nice. Do we get any non-cross-gen Switch 2 first-party game that actually runs 4K? I don't know, man. We have to look that up. Shinru with the five gifted. I don't know, man. I'm not looking up whatever runs in 4K or not. I'm not looking all that up, man. Shinru with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Shinru. I appreciate it. Thank you so much with the 5 gifted. Who got the gifts? Brandon, Link, GB, C. Yeah, I have no idea about that. I'm sorry, Elias. I have no idea which you put too many damn non-cross-gen third party over here. If you're eating the donut upside down, does it run in 4K? If you look this way, if you go over here, you do a flip, you turn this, you turn your Switch upside down, does it run in 4K? I don't know, man. God damn, why are there so many stipulations? Thank you, Sinner, with the gift. Oh my gosh, thanks for the gifts, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go and get that on the board here. Let's go and put 15. I think 15's good on there. Let's go. 68, no one Mio flying through the skies. Let's go, man. Yeah, like too many damn stipulations, bro. I got all sorts of stipulations, bro.
Do you see a 512 GB version coming? Also sorry that more boring than I thought it would be. Lol, also what's surprising is more DLSS 4K like games are on Switch 2 than I thought.
No, it was fine to watch it again. I mean, it's the anniversary, so that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Little downtime. We can do that. If you guys want me to, if you drop a dono, you know, if you want me to watch something, I'll check it out for sure. So I'll check it out. Shout outs though. Thank you, Justin, with the 3. I forgot to add your 3 from before because you did a 3 during the reaction. So that's 24 on the board. So thank you so much, Justin, with the 24. Anybody 24 more? You been up, my man, Justin. Appreciate that. And thank you, Shinru, with the 5 gifted memberships. Big love to Shinru gifting memberships, keeping us above the 400 mark. Let's go. We out of here, Shinru. Or with the 5 gifted. If it's on Rails, Star Fox could take advantage of. Oh yeah, absolutely. Star Fox could take big advantage of the mouse controls. If it's on, I mean, even if it wasn't on Rails, but it's going to be on Rails. Like it's definitely going to be a rail shooter. It's like, that's going to be like the main gameplay for sure. Actually, wait a minute. No, Party Man's still there. I don't know what I'm doing. Party Man's still there. Yo, Daniel, shout outs. Give some love to Shinru with the gift. Yeah, we got a debate coming. I don't know when it's going to come though, but we'll have it we'll probably have it this week or next week. We'll see. Don't exaggerate. Just non-cross-gen first-party games. Non-cross-gen first-party games. I looked it up. No game does that. So Nintendo has actually tapped into the system's power. Bro, I don't know. Like, I have to. If you looked it up, then why are you asking me if you looked it up? If you looked it up, then why are you asking me? If the people that would know, I'm not Digital Foundry, so I don't know what the stipulations are. Is it real 4K? Is it simulated 4K? Is it this? I don't know, man. And I don't know if that really means it hasn't tapped into the system's power because you don't get a 4K game. I mean, a lot of games on PS5 does 8K. That doesn't mean there's not 8K games. There's barely any. That means it hasn't tapped into the system's power. Of course it's tapped into the system's power. There's not a lot of 4K. The PS5 does 4K. How many actual native 4K games are on PS5 that are not have certain stipulations on? There's not like a lot. So I don't think that's the stipulation. If it doesn't do 4K, then they haven't used the power. Resolution can, once again, it affects the performance, right? If you're running a game at 4K compared to running a game at like 1440p, you can fully tap into the system's power and not run a game at 4K. That's not the definition of whether you're using the system's power or not. It's just that maximum output is that, but that doesn't mean you're not using it if it's not running at the maximum output. You could have a game that's far more in-depth, detailed, and that uses the system's full power that doesn't run at 4K, that runs at 1440p, but it's more in-depth than a game that runs at 4K. Like an indie game running at 4K is not more using the system's power more than a non-indie game or than another game that's running at 1080p. So you also have to factor that in. 4K is not the deciding factor of whether it's using the system power or not. So just keep that in mind, Elias. Because like I said, there's a variety of games that don't run at native 4K on PS5, but they definitely use the system's power. They absolutely use the system's power. Justin with the 3 as well. Shout out to Justin. Thank you for the big 3, man. See, does Fast Fusion count? Like I said, I don't know, man. I don't know all the native 4Ks and non-cross gens and this. Like, I don't know. I don't know every game. So y'all asking the wrong person on that one. Y'all asking the wrong. I'm not Digital Foundry, so I can't give you guys these answers, man. Y'all gotta look that up yourself. That's not my specialty. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Deported with the 2 says, "Is this stream in native 4K? If not, ban me." This stream is not in native 4K. This stream is in it's in 1080p, so the bit rate is good. So you guys so for some people that have like bad internet, they can still load the stream just fine, you know. So I don't run the stream at 4K. There's no point, you know. So I mean, maybe one of these days I will, but there's no need to do it at 4K right now. Most people will just watch on a phone anyway, or watch on a tablet, you know. So shout outs though. Plus, don't care for 4K. Give me 1080p with better frames. Yeah, I'm kind of more of maybe like a 1440p with better frame rate. To me, 4K doesn't really matter as much. You know, it's really more like I said, 1440p is fine, and like 60 FPS is fine if you can do that. But yeah, if you can do 4K 60, that's fine. But there's probably not gonna be a lot of games that, like, you know, like brand new big games that like take advantage of the system's power that run at 4K 60. Probably not. I mean, maybe the next Mario game. I mean, I think we're probably gonna maybe the next Mario game, maybe Star Fox. But I doubt there's gonna be many games that do all that. Probably not. Upscale 4K. Yeah, upscale. Yeah, I agree. Like, I've played a bazillion games like on PS5 and Xbox Series and that are like upscale. I think I played Mass Effect though at native 4K on my Xbox Series X. I played it. I think it's at. Is it 4K 120 or is it what's the? See, I don't even know. That's the thing. Like, I don't even know. Anyway, it looked really good. That's a 360 game. So that game looked awesome, and it was a Xbox 360 game. So whatever. Let's see. Y'all salty on 4K because you're comparing 30 FPS on the PS5. I do 4K 100 FPS on my PC. How would 1440p be better? The thing about it though, Saul Jakin, is that the majority of people, even like on PC, Steam, we talked about this on the Spawncast, the large majority of PC people say 1440p is better, because if you're on a PC and you're gonna be, let's say you're sitting at a desk and you've got a TV that's like 27 inches, the 4K doesn't really do anything. Like, it doesn't really do much. You really need a big TV to truly get that 4K image to look like, okay, this looks great. It needs to be that's like a thing. Like, if you have a really small TV or monitor that's nowhere near the size of like a 50 inch or 55 inch or 60 inch that actually takes advantage of the 4K, like to use the pixels for the screen, then it doesn't really matter. There's not really going to be too much of a difference between a 1440p on like a 27 inch monitor or like a 24 inch monitor, right? There's not really much of a difference between that and a what's it called, 4K and 1440p. So that's why the main thing that people use in terms of the average on Steam is like 1440p, 60 frames per second, you know. So that's the reason why. So like I said, like for me, I have a 4K monitor and I can run games at 4K. Like, I can run certain games on my PC at 4K, but to be honest, I really don't see too much of a difference. I'll keep it a buck on like a 27 inch monitor. Now on a big TV, absolutely, you can absolutely see that difference between maybe 1440p and 4K, but on a smaller TV, I don't really think it matters. So yeah. 5090 and I have a 49 inch wide, so yeah, you're definitely the minority, but like, I don't want it like a 49, like, are you sitting close to it? Like, I don't want a 49 inch wide, like, and I'm like right next to it, so it's like, that doesn't, that's like IMAX for like no reason. So like, I don't want to play games like that. I don't want to play where my monitor is right there and I'm like, it's like this big ass thing. Like, listen, I had a 32 inch monitor in this, like, for my setup, and I'm like, dude, this is way too big of a monitor, and I had to get rid of it and downsize. So I don't know, maybe you're sitting further away, or maybe you have your PC set up to your, like, set up to that monitor. But for me, like, if I'm sitting at a desk and I'm playing a game, I can't have it, the monitor too big.
OJ in chat, if you saw the Mario Galaxy movie, did
Okay.
anyone pick up the Yoshi popcorn bucket as well? I'm going back to watch it again and grab it before it's gone.
I did not pick it up. I did not get a chance to pick it up. Thank you for the 3 though, Shinru. Also, the porter with the $2 says, I grew up playing 15 FPS NES games on a busted CRT. A lot of NES games ran at 60, but yeah, there were some that were ghetto at times and definitely slowed down when there was a lot of action on screen. But yeah, believe it or not, a lot of NES games did run at 60 FPS. Let's see. By the way, I know you're tired of hearing people say this is the grifter, but do you know AVS was on Shadow Fox's Storm podcast last week? There's no debate though. This leisure gaming discussion. No, I don't know that he was on there, and I don't care that he was on there. You know what I'm saying? So good for him. You know, congrats. I don't have anything to add. I don't got anything to say about him. So yeah, good for him. I'm happy for him. Hopefully he gets views and he does well. Anyone play Yakuza 0? I'm running it now. Yeah, I played it. I did a sponsored video on it. So yeah, check out my sponsored video if you haven't seen it. I'm not really tired of hearing about him. It's just that I don't have anything to say. There's nothing for me to say, Minato. So, I mean, what am I gonna say? Like, there ain't nothing to say. So, I don't watch his content. His opinions are shit. If you want, excuse my French. His opinions are trash. He's wrong about damn near everything. I mean, like, what has he been right about in terms of predictions and all that? I mean, like, so, and like I said, he's obsessed, kind of weird dude. So I ain't got nothing else to say. Sorry, I don't waste my time watching, you know, people that just talk. Sorry. No offense. Let's see here. I got Yoshi bucket, 2 Luma buckets, my tiny cauldron bucket, Mario Galaxy, the bucket, and I'm sorry for the cursing, guys. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I mean, just like trash opinions, wrong about Donkey Kong, wrong about the Switch 2 sales, wrong about damn near everything. We did our debate, wrong about damn near everything. What's there for me to watch? There ain't nothing for me to watch, bro. Let's see. For FYI, for anyone who doesn't know, you can order Yoshi Popcorn Bucket online for the next couple of weeks in case it's sold out near you. Okay, cool. I'll probably check out the Yoshi Bucket there. Where can you get it at? Where can you get the Yoshi Bucket at? You just order it online from places? Immersion. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need a 5090 graphics card. I honestly, I'll keep it a buck, man. Gaming ain't that good. Gaming ain't that. There ain't nothing, and that's like PC, right? There ain't nothing that I want to play on PC where I gotta have a 59. Hell nah. Now, if they were actually making all sorts of lit games, Western games, and third-party games, I was like, oh my god, these games are like goated. Like, if there were games like that were that great, then I'd invest. But bro, Mass Effect Legendary Edition is better than everything on PC that I've played. Like, what games are better than even Mass Effect Legendary Edition? I don't think there's many when it comes to Western, you know, PC style games. Like, what is even better than Mass Effect? So that's my problem. My thing is, like, I'm not investing like that unless there's actually legit reason to invest. But what are the games that are coming out that are like, oh my god, I need to invest into a 50 series graphics card? Nah. There ain't nothing, there ain't nothing that makes me say I want to invest that much into it, you know? But I feel you though, Jake, and I can see why you do it. I see why people do it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying, what are the games that makes me say, okay, it's worth that investment? I don't see it on PC. I personally don't see it on PC for that investment. Not that a PC's not worth having. I got a 30 series PC, so I can play some stuff. But like, I don't see the games that come out that are worth that type of investment. Let's see here. It says, do you think Fire Emblem released this year? Also, can we watch the trailer? I mean, we've already seen the trailer.
Honestly,
but I can watch it again.
You can tell what resolution some Switch 2 games are because of DLSS.
Yeah.
You hear people say it's this resolution, then it's upscaled, and the average gamer won't know what the old resolution was.
At this point, yeah. At this point, I don't know. I mean, yes, Fire Emblem's releasing this year because Nintendo said it's releasing this year. So yeah. Do you think Fire Emblem will release this year? So yeah, I think it's gonna release this year. And yeah, Monado, I'm not talking about it anymore, dude. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Excuse my French once again. I don't care. So no point in bringing it up. I'm not talking about it anymore. There's no point. Let's see here. Fire Emblem this year. Yeah, I think Fire Emblem's gonna come out this year. Yeah, they announced it for this year. So you haven't watched the Fire Emblem trailer? I mean, it's the same trailer that we got last year, guys. You want to watch that again? All right. Got you. It's the same trailer we got last time from last year, but I mean, sure, we can watch it. Thank you for the $5 dono. I appreciate that, man. 5090 is like 3K now. Yeah, I ain't spending 3K on PC. What are the go-to games on PC? Like what? 3K to play Baldur's Gate? Like what are we? Like no, man, no. I ain't play 3K for what? Baldur's Gate 3? Nah. Nah, I'm good. Oh, you thought it was new? No, it's the same trailer, but he wanted to watch it, so that's fine. We watch it. Tomorrow Galaxy movie looks cute. Yeah, it's great. 5090 play Eugenics.
Warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. Hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun.
Pretty sure Steam Deck 2 is gonna be about the same size.
I only want to fight so I can save my father's life.
He needs to save his father's life. Hopefully his father doesn't die. Like every main character's father.
What I seek is a great strength. An unyielding strength for any foe. Sheer strength to uphold the faith I hold dear. Above all, I need the strength to lead my people. Strength enough for a queen!
Edelgard 2?
It is imperative that I face it again. I must cull it with this blade.
My full strength.
There's a man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me. For that reason, I refuse to die.
Actually, smooth frame rate and good graphics.
Let you hurt her!
Fire Emblem
Now
first.
one blood is served in a crude cup.
You think I'd let you deny me my feelings?
I refuse to accept defeat. Not now!
For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire.
I think it's a
So
summer
say
release.
I, the divine sovereign, that I vow to you.
Fire Emblem games usually don't come out in the second half of the year. Fire Emblem games are usually
The years
first
were
half of the
long.
year or middle of the year.
Weren't they? Have you forgotten me so soon?
Of course not. So this. So I'm thinking sometime like August, September, something like that. I don't think it goes past September. Yeah, but usually Fire Emblem games are like either first half, sometimes spring. They can be as early as like, Engage was early, but 2023 was packed, so I think they just wanted to. They just shoved that there, you know. But yeah, I think that it's probably gonna be summer, sometime in the summer, like late. So I don't think it goes past. Like I said, I don't think it goes past September. That's just me personally, though. So. Need that Three Houses remake for Switch 2? They're not gonna remake Three Houses. What? Like maybe like a Switch 2 patch or like a update, but a remake? Yeah, they are definitely not gonna remake that. It's too big. It's too big of a game for a remake. They're not gonna remake it. But like a patch, yeah, I can see. I could see like a patch maybe. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about a remake. Let's see. Three Houses was July or June, right? I think it was July for Three Houses. I think it was July for that game. Double check, though. Somebody can double check for me. So we are on that Switch 2 Direct Anniversary. Dust Plugs is my favorite trailer. It's just because many melting down about being exclusive. Yeah, seeing the meltdowns online were kind of funny. Yeah, that was funny. The main character's father's already died. Well, I know, what if he's already dead and like he's just thinking that he's alive, you know? So, Three Houses was so good. It was amazing despite the crusty presentation. Granted, yeah, the cutscenes were fine. The character models were okay. It was just like the environments. This one, you can tell that they're using the same like Warriors engine. Like they're using a lot. They're reusing some of the stuff. Just like obviously the display, like the display is much sharper or clear. And like obviously the graphics are much more improved. The resolution's improved. The frame rate's improved. Everything's improved from Three Houses, and even Engage. So we'll see once it comes out. I think it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty good. I mean, some Switch games just aren't even gonna get updates. Like I think they're just gonna leave some stuff. They don't have enough resources to update everything. So I doubt we're gonna see every Switch 1 game get an update on Switch 2. I don't think so. I think it's just gonna be some games. Some games will get free updates. Some games will get Switch 2 editions. But I don't think there's gonna be like everything. I think there's just gonna be some games that are just gonna be crusty on Switch 1. Or you get what you get when it comes to the Switch 2. Like if it runs at 30, then it just runs at 30. You know. So that's pretty much what's gonna happen. Nick93 with the 23 months. I appreciate that. Whose parents die more in RPGs or Disney movies? RPGs for sure. Parents never make it out of parents like never make it out of like RPGs. Like almost never. Like somebody always gets cooked. You know? Somebody always gets cooked. So yeah. Let's see, is it me or Nintendo dropped the ball on the Legend of Zelda anniversary? Let's talk about it. Drop the ball, how so? Looks like they're doing an Ocarina of Time remake. So that's not dropping the ball, but we have to wait and see. Nintendo rarely ever does an anniversary like where there's like a game right there ready to go. That almost never happens for any anniversary. But I can't say that they dropped the ball yet until we actually see the Ocarina of Time remake and all that. So not quite dropping the ball until we see it. But from what we understand, it was an Ocarina of Time remake, and that's going to be for the anniversary of Zelda. So if that's really good, then I don't see how they drop the ball. Let's see here. Justin with the 3 as well.
You know what's funny? I went down a rabbit hole and found a lot of the people complaining about no 3D Mario before Switch 2 was even announced. They said, I hope we get a Mario Odyssey 4K remaster. They pretty much have that, but never mention it.
Yeah, gotta move the goalposts on that one. Thank you for the 3, Justin. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the big 3. 30 on that one. Let's go. Bloodstain. Yeah, Bloodstain, the Scarlet Engagement. That looks like it's pretty cool. That looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the 3. 30 on the board for Justin. Maybe it's 30 more. You've been just on the board. Thank you, Brandon, with the 2 as well. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's not 1,000% confirmed, right? I mean, Nate the Hate's pretty good. I don't think he'd announce it if it wasn't. And then VGC and other credible sources also backed up Nate on the Ocarina of Time remake. So, like I said, I can't say that they dropped the ball until we see what their plans are. So, let's see what their plans are, because they're still doing the Mario stuff. They had the movie that just came out, so you can't run both of them at the same time. So, let the Mario stuff kind of finish out here. You got the Mario movie, let that finish out. And then now at this point, they can kind of move into their next phases of their plans for after. So, you know, so let's just wait for that. So I can't say, like I said, I can't say that they dropped the ball until I see what their actual plans are. And once I see that, then I can say, okay, they dropped the ball or not. But I mean, if you're expecting something on the actual day of the anniversary, you're going to always be disappointed, because they almost never do that for any game. So I've already expected not to get anything on the actual anniversary day. What's up, Mr. Davis? Welcome. I got a question about 2 games. What's going on with the Street 2 version Lollipop? A Switch 2 version? It's coming out in May, Mr. Davis. I already told you that. So it's coming out in May if you want the Lollipop Chainsaw Switch 2 version. So Nier Automata. Nier Automata is already out if you want to play it on Switch. So that's already out. But if you're talking about the next game, wait for an announcement maybe later this year or next year. Well, Nate also said that we'll have Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Switch Pro, Prime 2, and 3 remaster. Let's all take it with a grain of salt. Nate also said that we're going to get the Switch 2 the day that we got the Switch 2, and he's gotten a bunch of other things right as well. So, I mean, we technically did get Wind Waker. Twilight Princess, those also could be coming as well. I don't think he was 100% on Switch Pro and all that, so I'd have to go back and double check that, because I don't think he was saying it's going to happen 100% or anything like that. Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3 Remastered, those were also reported by multiple other sources as well. Maybe Nintendo changed their plans, but Nate is right more than he's wrong. And once again, he's backed up by quite a number, like VGC's backing him up on these rumors when it comes to different things. But yes, we do have to wait and see, but I'm not taking Nate's opinion with a grain of salt. Absolutely not. Like, I think you take maybe other people's leaks with a grain of salt, but Nate literally told us the day that we were going to get the reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. Think about that for a second. That is highly classified information, and nobody backed Nate up on that. Not a single source backed Nate up on the January reveal. Not a single source backed him up. He was lone by himself, and he had people trolling him. He knew the exact day that we would get that. You've got to give him the benefit of the doubt, because that information is highly classified. That is like super, super, super classified information. How the hell do you know the date of the reveal when nobody would back you up? So you can't take Nate's opinion with a grain of salt. That's insane to say that, when he literally gave you the day that we were going to get revealed the Switch 2. That's not a small thing. The reveal trailer. Come on now, man. Nintendo did not announce that beforehand. They didn't say what day it was. So you can't take Nate the Hate's opinion with a grain of salt. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah, like, listen, if you want to do that like with Nash Weedle, okay. If you want to do that with like Xtas, okay. Or some of the other leakers that we have, because, okay, you know, they've been incorrect on a lot of things or not as consistent. But Nate's been pretty consistent, so. Nate won Leaker of the Year award. He did win Leaker of the Year award. He did. They also predicted Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition. Did he really? I don't remember him saying that. Did he say that? Winds and Waves could be February, March 2027. 3D Mario later 2027. So those games seem to be roughly a year and a half off. Which one? I think Wind and Waves is about a year off from now. I think we're gonna get Wind and Waves right before the fiscal year ends for a big bump for those sales to the end of the year. So I think Wind and Waves is coming in like March, so like Pocopia time slot, or February or late February, and then I think that, or even late January. And then I think Mario's probably spring
also,
or
let's
later.
not forget Nintendo will sit on a game done for a while. Look at Fire Emblem Engage.
That's true. They did. They sat on Fire Emblem Engage. They sat on the Yoshi game for the Wii, for the Switch. They sat on New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. That game had been done forever. They just waited till 2018 to release it. They sat on that game. They've sat on they sat on Metroid Prime Remastered. They sat on that game for a hot minute. I think a year or two. They sat on that game. So yeah, that's something. And like we know, like sometimes like the data entries into like when they were like registered or whatever, we find out about those, and it says, oh man, this has been here for like a year plus. So it's like, man, that thing's been done for a hot minute. What's going on here? So yeah, Nintendo does sit on games. Yeah, Engage was probably done. And also, if you look at like even like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, they swapped the release dates with Splatoon. It came out way earlier than it was supposed to. So the game was done. The game had been done, just waiting, because it was supposed to come out, I think, what was it? It was supposed to be later in the year, that it ended up coming out earlier. So sometimes they just sit on games. Whether it's a brand new game or a remaster, remake, it can be anything. A port. Nate won back to back. He won 3 times in a row, Black Content Creator. I think you have to be skeptical of leaks, no matter how the credibility plans out can change. Things can change, cancel. Oh, absolutely. But I mean, I don't think you should be skeptical of Nate in terms of his information. You can be skeptical of leaks, sure, but you can't say, oh, we're going to take Nate's opinion with a grain of salt. No, we don't take Nate's opinion with a grain of salt. Like, nobody is taking Nate's opinion with a grain of salt, or not even opinion, his leaks. You can't take Nate with a grain of salt. Sure, if you want to take leaks in general with a grain of salt, fine, but you've got to look at who's saying it. You got to look at their track record. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at that. You can't treat everybody the same. Not everybody is treated equal in this thing that we're doing here. Once again, if Nash Weedle says something, people don't look at it the same because he hasn't been as accurate as Nate has. Nate has been way more accurate. That's called giving somebody the benefit of the doubt and somebody that has a good track record. So you've got to be able to, and that's how it is in every single industry, whether you're talking about sports or you're talking about War Report's news. There are reporters and there are people that get inside information and their opinions are taken way more seriously than other people. That's just a fact. That's just a matter of life, guys. Now, once again, you don't have to believe anything, but Nate has been right so many times. He's been accurate on Nintendo Directs. He's been accurate on the Switch 2, the actual release. He's been accurate. You can't take his reporting as a grain of salt. No. That's not fair for somebody who's gotten so many things right, you know? Not saying that everything's gonna be 100%, not saying that, but I'm just saying we gotta take what he says at face value, and then if it's proven wrong, say, hey, you were wrong. But we gotta take a lot of what he says at face value because he's been right so many times. Let's see it. I don't think Nate necessarily got Planet Robobot wrong. It just hasn't came out yet. They might still announce that. He was wrong on the timing maybe a bit, but they might still actually announce that. Nintendo sat on games for forever. Metroid Prime, that game, they were sitting on that game. We had Nate and other people were reporting on that game. People said, oh, you lied. Metroid Prime Remastered never came out. And then Nintendo announced Metroid Prime Remastered. So we gotta wait. We don't know. We don't know if he's wrong on that just yet. I mean, Nintendo always likes to have Kirby, so I wouldn't be surprised if Planet Robobot was announced at the next Nintendo Direct and it launched sometime this year. I would not be surprised. But yeah, nobody said that leakers are always fully correct. Nobody said that. That's not what I said. But OJ, Nate is credible, but this is the same Nate who got fed false information to share like Fire Emblem Holy Water Remake. Holy War Remake. Listen, that can still once again be a thing. We gotta wait and see on that one as well. Let's see here. Metroid Dread leaked early 2020. Well, I had some information. I actually did a report on Metroid Dread myself. I had some information that it was coming as well. OJ, do you think people who will dislike Ocarina of Time Remake? I need to wait and see the Ocarina of Time Remake first before I say that people are going to dislike it, Felipe. I can't predict that people are not going to like something before we even see what they do. So let's see it first, and then we can say, okay, people are gonna like it or not. I don't know. We gotta see it. Same with Switch 2 trailer. Loop at how many trying to go after Nate when it was the only one day before the Switch 2 reveal. Yeah, it was one day before, and people were coming after Nate like crazy. Then all of a sudden, like randomly, I was up working in the mornings. I'm thinking, okay, Nate, I trusted you, Nate. We're gonna get something. Then random, like at 5 a.m. or something like that, or 4 a.m. in the morning, Nintendo just drops a trailer for the Switch 2, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
I feel like they are sitting on Yoshi Woolly World and Planet Robobot for Switch 1 last releases possibly.
Yeah, I think they're sitting on those games. I definitely think that they have them. They always like to have Kirby. I don't think the new Kirby game is going to be ready anytime soon. So I think that they definitely have Kirby and Yoshi ready to go with more games. Just trying to, I guess, fit in, like, slot in where it's going to fit, you know? Justin with another 33 on the board today. Justin on a running riot. He with his 33 or more. California Smash. Tie up or pass up Justin. Party Man still with the highest singular dono of the stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Combo breaks, guys. And the limit breaker. Let's go. What's up, Ryan Cardo? Welcome. I think they should take the L when it comes to Kirby. It's been a long time. We can't keep postponing it. No, you can't really take the L on that one because, once again, Metroid Prime was leaked, I think back in 2018 or 2019, and it came out in 2023. So until we fully know that it's not coming, I mean, Jeff Grubb also had to take an L too, right? But he was ultimately right when it came to Metroid Prime. He said that it was coming. Metroid Prime 1 remaster. He said it's going to be a high-end remaster. People say, no, you're lying. He said that, I think he said that in 2020? I think he said that years. I think 2018. I reported on rumors in 2018 about Metroid Prime Remastered. So I think even Emily Rogers was still reporting at that time. So you can't take the L yet until you fully know for sure it doesn't happen. No, Prime Remastered. Prime Remastered actually leaked. There was conflicting rumors. There were some rumors that were saying that they're going to get a remaster of Prime, and then like there's going to be ports of 2 and 3. There were some rumors that were saying the whole thing, but there were definitely rumors that Metroid Prime Remastered, like itself individually, was also coming. That was also leaked, and then it didn't happen. Then Jeff Grubb had to shave his head because of that. So, Fire Emblem trailer again. No, I can't. I'm not playing the trailer again, guys. We already watched it. I can play the music or something, but I'm not gonna play the trailer again. What are we playing the trailer again for? We already saw. I can play some music for you. You want me to play some music? Play some music for you, brother. Grubb said he would shave his head if Prime didn't come out in 2022 and Nintendo revealed it 2 months into 20. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, because he'd been saying that there's gonna be Prime Remastered for a while now. He'd been saying that. So, and it never came. But then, well, no, it did come, but it came in 2023. So they held on to it for a while. So, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition trailer on the big screen. Nice. Let's see here. Give the man a link so we can watch it on loop. Wait, Deported. Deported's the homie, so I don't mind. But Deported, can I ask a question real quick? Why are we watching it again? We just watched it. Like, what's the point of watching it again? I don't mind watching it again. You support a lot, so I don't mind. But can I at least ask why are we watching it again? If you don't mind me asking. What's up, J-Views? Are you Team Wings or Team DSP in the latest drama? I'm Team none of them. They're both weirdos. So, and not weirdos in the good way. They're both really weird. So, I'm not Team either one of them. Not either one. Shout outs to Mario Galaxy music. If you have not seen the Mario Galaxy movie, go check out the Mario Galaxy movie. It's awesome. It's awesome. We talked about it. No spoilers here, of course, but I talked about it quite a bit, and it's so good. It's so good. So I really like the movie a lot. Really liked it a lot. Oh, so okay, you were joking with the trailer. Okay, cool. I got you. I have not picked up any of the Mario Galaxy amiibo. Those amiibos are kind of pricey, but I have not picked up any of them just yet. No. What team are you on, Deported Sicilian? Based Spark Mandrill. This is Spark Mandrill with no console limitations, baby. Maximum power. Facts, these critics wouldn't know a good movie if I slapped them in the face. It was excellent. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I understand why maybe some of them didn't like it as much. Like, if you don't like video games or if you don't like Mario, then this is definitely a weird movie, right? It's like all thrills, you know, it's all kind of schizo pacing at times. So it's crazy. John is 100% going to spoil the movie on Spawncast. Dreamcast guy spoiled the movie before the movie even came out. He already knew everything somehow. Even though the movie wasn't even out yet, he spoiled it a week ago. You know. Shout outs though. Shout outs to the port with the $2 dono, and shout outs to Justin with the $3 dono.
As a huge Kirby fan, I have looked into Star-Crossed World and Forgotten Land. I won't get too into it, but there's hints that could point to a Planet Robobot remaster with a side story possible.
Okay, we'll see with that. The two Galaxy games will probably always be my favorite Mario games. The movie had issues, but I still had fun. I don't know, man. Like, I don't really see any of the big. I mean, I guess I think the really hardcore movie people that like story and all that, then I understand that. Like people that get real critical about movies, but I'm just not a critical enough to be like, oh, it had issues. Like, oh, there wasn't Mario didn't talk about Princess Peach and there wasn't developed. Like I don't. That's why I'm stupid when it comes to movies. I don't really look at movies like that. At least not a Mario movie. At least like it's Mario. I just go there, you watch the movie, you see the references. It's fine. Like it's not. I don't want to be in there for like 2 hours because like Mario's having a heartfelt talk with Princess Peach, trying to slide into DMs or something like that, you know, or like you know. So I don't know. That's just me. Like I said, I think for like other movies, yes, like Sinners and like Training Day and like the Warriors or movies that I like. I get it. Like okay, yeah, the story, the development, the characters, but like I mean a Mario movie, I don't know, man. It's just not important enough to me. But that's just me. That's just me. Like I said, I'm not a movie person, so there's a lot of people like Jim because you probably are into movies. So the people that are into movies, they like expect that from like animated movies like Zootopia or like, you know, the Disney movies that have good stories and things, which like Lion King has a great story. You know, I like that story. That's very good. But Lion King's not a video. It wasn't based off a video game. So it's a little bit different for how I see things with Lion King or with like a traditional kids movie compared to like Mario. Mario's just like Mario. So exactly, like this ain't Titanic, bro. Just enjoy it for what it is. It's truly made. Yeah, I mean, and I like movies like Rumble in the Bronx, like a lot of like the action flicks back in the day, like have like literally zero story. Like barely any like to no story, barely any character development. It's just Jackie Chan like just kicking butt, or it's just like Jet Li like kicking butt, and like I thought those were great. Be like, oh, the story is just. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't care. I just want to watch some action and go home. Like an hour or something. I don't need to be there for 2-3 hours. I don't need to be sitting there. I'm going through different. Like it's not gonna win an Oscar. That's fine. You know, like you know everything doesn't need to be like that. Everything doesn't need to be like Frozen, you know, or like I said, like Lion King, or you know, but Lion King, they actually cut out a ton of story stuff in Lion King, so someone said it was made by, yeah, I saw, once again, that's somebody who does not know anything about the Mario movie. You know why the Mario movie could never be made by AI? Because you could never get all of those references right. There's no way that you'd be able to get all of the references right and all of the old school stuff. There is specifically one thing at the end that there's no way AI would get. Like there's zero, actually there's multiple things. But when you watch the movie and you watch one of the last battle scenes, there's a part that you're just like, okay, yeah, that's from somebody who cares. That's from somebody who knows the history of Nintendo and Mario. And like even like some like the Rob scenes, even some stuff like that, or even like the Star Fox stuff, like there's no way AI would even be able to produce anything like half as good. If you look at AI movies, or if you look at people who use AI, it's complete garbage. The fact that I saw Project Hail Mary for a second time the day before probably didn't help. Still a fun movie though. I don't know what Project Hail Mary is, but I'm guessing that that's like a story-based movie or something like that. And maybe you're trying to say, oh, Mario needs to be like that. I don't know. Mario's that. But then again, once again, I treat it the same way as I treat the video games. The video games aren't known for crazy stories either. Yes, in a video game, you're not just watching, you're playing. But once again, the movies are also very short. An hour and a half. I mean, it's barely an hour and a half. So it's like a little bit of a different thing. But I feel you, man. Person don't give a crap about the story. Just give me a good Mario movie, which they gave me. So far, I'm happy. Yeah, like I mean, if they do some more story development stuff, that's fine. But like I said, I just don't want the runtime to be pushed to like, you know, above an hour 45. Like I don't want to be in the movie theater for 2 hours, you know, watching a Mario movie. I just like, if anything, man, they can shorten. If anything, it can be a bit shorter. But I'll take the hour and a half. I'll take it. I think there was definitely some nice parts, for sure. It's like Fast and the Furious Mario movie, but Mario version. Pretty much. Fast and the Furious is kind of like they rely on you already knowing the characters, and it's just all kind of like action. Yeah, like there's very little downtime in the Mario movie. I mean, there is some, and there's some big story developments. Like there's some, like I said, this is not a spoiler, but there's one story development that I don't know if Nintendo's ever stated. So I was like, whoa, is that like a real thing? So I was like, wow, I'm interesting. A couple different ones. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. So hold up. I wouldn't mind a 2-hour Mario movie. I don't know if I want to be in the movie theater that long, bruh. I'll keep it a buck. Like, they start just dragging scenes on. Then again, once again, I'm not a movie guy, so maybe that's the reason why I don't want to sit down and watch a movie for 2 hours. That's already for me too long. You know, like 2 hours is just, that's why I don't watch movies. I don't mind watching TV shows, like, even though I'll watch that for more than 2 hours, or like anime, but like, I don't like 2 hour plus. Like, I don't, but that's just me once again. But I'm not a movie person. So for me, it was perfectly sized in terms of the time. I mean, if they did it and it was good, that's cool. I'm not going to sit there and say that, like, oh, I'd hate it. I just don't know if I want to be sitting there for 2 hours plus, you know? OJ, you talk about the scene related to the brush? Yeah, towards the end of the movie, and one of the final segments, and yes, the brush. Yes. That, there's no way AI could make that. There's zero, AI would not even close. But once again, reviewers who say something like that, they don't know Mario's history. They have no idea who the characters are. They have no idea the references. AI can't do that. AI can't put together that type of thing. Like, especially like the casino scene with Wart and with the mouse dude from Mario 2. Like, nah, not even close, bro. The Star Fox stuff, nah. Make it 3 hours like Godfather. Yeah, bro, I've fallen asleep during Godfather so many times back in the day. I mean, it's a good movie and I like it, but like, I've definitely fallen asleep. I didn't go see it in the movie theaters. I didn't go see them. I never went to the movie theaters back then, but I've seen it like on TV and I definitely fell asleep. I watched Titanic in the movie theaters and that was hella long, bro. I was like, like, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Like, I watched it. I watched Titanic in the movie theater and I'm just like, oh, Lord have mercy. This movie is long. But like, I also watched Rush Hour in the movie theater and I thought this is perfect. You know, what else did I've seen a lot. I watched Godzilla, the 1998 Godzilla. I watched that in the movie theater. I watched quite a bit of movies in the movie. I had this Mormon family that used to always take me to the movies. Like, I used to just like live with them, like in the late 90s. In the summer, I just stayed at their place all the time. They fed me. They took me to church with them. They just took care of me. You know, not that I had anything like bad at home. I just went to go. Like, I was friends with the guy. He was a year older than me though, and I was friends with the guy. So then, like, I was just living with them like all summer, and they were just taking me to movies and buying me like food and candy and just stuff. They were really cool family. Really cool family. Awesome family. Still love them to death. But yeah, they would take me to the movie theater all the time. So all the movies every movie like in like 1998 or I think it was 98, 97 or 98. It was like the Bulls. I think it was the Bulls' last championship. So it might have been 99 or 98, one of those 2 years. So I saw like every movie that came out in the summer that year. I saw every single one in the movie theater. So my back hurts if the seats don't recline. The seats were pretty comfortable. This time they were pretty comfortable. Mormons, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Mormons, yeah. Yes, Mormons. The funniest thing, I don't want to get religious here, but the funniest thing, like, it's like when I went to church with them, they were like, oh, we have a visitor. Well, you can visit, of course. It's like, well, you can't become a permanent member, but you can visit for today. They're like, oh, great. I was like, great. That was like the funniest thing, dude. My friend's mom was like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. She looked at him like, oh, okay, yeah. Let's see here. Dune 2 at the movie theater was lit, not gonna lie. Yeah, I didn't see Dune or anything like that, no. No, there was like a review. There was a review that said like this is like made by AI, but that's because like I said, if you don't really know all the references and all the things in the movie, then I can understand, because it just seems like a bunch of random stuff happening, you know. So I know, especially back then, Shy. especially back then. I mean, it's not that much better now, but I mean, it was not very good back then, brother. They were nice enough to let me go, though. I was able to get access. Oppenheimer. I think for me, like, I'm gonna watch the movie again, Mario movie again, but like, I'll probably just wait till it comes like on Netflix or like Amazon or something, you know. So I'll probably just wait. I can't sit in a movie theater for 3 hours. I'm sorry. Like I said, I can't sit in a movie theater for 3 hours. It's just not comfortable enough for me to sit there for 3 hours or even 2 hours plus. No, movies aren't engaging enough. They're not good enough for me to sit there for 2 hours. Like, no. Unless like I said, unless I'm, going on like, family or wife, or before when I was dating, sure, I can do that. But like, am I gonna like willingly go to to watch movies at a movie theater? No, they're not good enough. Like, movies, nothing's as good as Training Day, unless the movies are the quality of, like, if you got movies as good as Training Day, okay, I'll go. But what's better than Training Day? You got movies better than Remember the Titans? No, I don't see any movies better than Remember the Titans. What football movies are better than Remember the Titans? Like, in today's day, there's nothing as good. How about Friday Night Lights? Any football movies as good as Friday Night Lights? No. So, no. Until I see movies that are actually worth me getting up and going, and like I'm actually myself personally interested in the movie, I'm not gonna go see it when I can just watch it on Netflix later, or Amazon Prime, or whatever, or Blu-ray or something. I can just watch it later. So there's no point. Because like I said, what movies are better than Training? Or how about The Program from 1993 with Halle Berry? No, I don't see anything much better than The Program, or Friday Night Lights, or Remember the Titans, or Training Day, or heck, even The Book of Eli. What about that? I don't see anything much better than that. No. How about Men in Black? Are there what movie's better than Men in Black? Freaking with Will Smith. Men in Black is still good to this day. Men in Black is still better than like a million other movies out there. I'm sorry. Like, I went to go see, like, a number of years ago, I think like 2018, I went to go see like that last Jurassic Park movie, like in 2018, not the newest one, but, and like I was dating this one chick, and I went to go see it. It was all right. It wasn't anything that great. It wasn't worth me going. We just went. Way you feel about 2-hour movies is the way I feel about the majority of 150-hour JRPGs. But a lot of the 150-hour JRPGs, they don't have to be 150 hours. You can beat them way faster than that. That's the thing. And once again, you don't have to see it. You don't have to do it all in one sitting. You can do it over multiple sittings. Like a movie, you got to sit down there that whole time. A JRPG, you can play it as much or as little as you want, and you can relax in your home. And like listen, I don't have a problem with 2-hour movie plus in my home. Yeah, I've seen 2 hour. Like, if I'm watching a 2-hour plus movie in the comfort of my home, then yeah. But if I'm in a movie theater where people are sitting there eating popcorn and people walking, nah, man, I'm not sitting there for 2 hours plus. So in my home, yeah, I'll watch a movie if it's 2 hours. If it's good, I can sit at home and watch long anime series and long, but it's at my own pace. I mean, I can lie down in my bed, or in my seat. I can kick back. I can get my own. I don't got to pay for overpriced food. I can get my own stuff. So that's the thing. It's not it's about where I'm at, Marvel kind of killed the low key. Yeah, I'm not going and watching any Marvel movies in the movie theater. I'll just wait till it's on Netflix or something like that. I'm not going and watching. I'll wait. It's not worth it. Like I said, I prefer comfort. I'm a comfort person. I like being in my own home, watching things on my own TV. Like, I don't want to be around a bunch of other people. Like I said, a bunch of other people in the movie theaters. And like I said, the movie theater that I went to, it was hot. Like, they didn't turn on the air conditioner. Maybe they thought, oh, we can save on our bill because it's 60 degrees outside. Dude, it was warm in there. It had to have been like 70-something degrees in that movie theater with all that damn food. People ordering pizzas for an hour. Like, literally, I saw people ordering pizzas, ordering steaks, ordering big old burgers. I'm like, bro, the movie's an hour. So it was like warm in there from all the food. So maybe next time I go to just like a real movie theater where it's just like you can get like chicken wings and that's about it. Like, cause like the last Mario Bros, like when I went to go see like the first Mario Bros movie, I went to an actual movie theater. What I went to now is like a hybrid restaurant, bar, and movie theater. It's like all three combined. There's a bar, there's like a restaurant, there's like a restaurant quality food, and of course it's a movie theater. And like you press a button and people come and serve you. Like you can like order, like there's like a menu and like there's like you leave your credit card and like you write a tip, things like that. Like that's what I went to. It's like a hybrid. So I'll probably not do that again. I probably won't do that again. Like I said, way too many people ordering food and it was warm in there. So yeah, I won't go there again. I'll go to the other one. Was it loud? It wasn't loud. No, there was a number. It was like a bit. All the good seats were filled up. Like the bad seats weren't filled, but all the good seats were. I mean, there were a few empty seats here and there, but for the most part, it's a pretty good showing for. I mean, it was 10 a.m. So it was a 10 a.m. showing. So everyone's not going to go to a 10 a.m. showing, especially if you're going with the kids. But as I was leaving, a lot of people were coming in, like for like the 12 something showing, like the one, and so like it's spring break, so obviously Nintendo timed that up. So there was a lot of people coming in to see the next few showings or whatever, you know. Also JRPGs, most of the time you side quests, it's not the same as watching the movie. Exactly. Like playing a game is a bit different. Like when you play a game, you play a game. When you watch a movie, you just watch and you're not playing anything, you know? Let's see, OJ, would you watch a 3-hour Xenoblade movie in the theaters though? I mean, I would, but I wouldn't want to sit down there and do it. Like I do it begrudgingly. Like I wouldn't want to do it like, oh my God, yeah, I'm out here 3 hours. Like that would suck. But I'd have to find the perfect movie theater. I'd have to find when nobody's there. I'd have to bring like, you know, I'd have to make sure everything's perfect. For like a 3-hour movie, I'm going to prepare. And I'm definitely not going to a damn hybrid bar, restaurant, movie theater. I'm not doing all that. I'm going to like go to like an actual movie theater where most people just get like popcorn or something like that, you know? So like, I'm going to make sure that like everything's set up correctly for me to be comfortable in the movie theater. I will say that the seats in that movie theater were really, really comfortable. They were big and fluffy. They were like this chair right here. Like I have a movie theater quality chair right here. I know you can't see it that well, that Kirby's on, but it's like a nice quality, like what you'd see in the movie theater, like with those little designs there and all that. It's a really nice chair. So it was like, you know, that's why I rather just, cause like, here's my OLED, I got a big OLED, I can just sit down here, kick back. I've got Amazon Prime, I've got Netflix, I've got Crunchyroll, I've got everything on here. I can just kick back and watch. No, I didn't get the buckets of popcorn or anything. They didn't have any of that at the place that I went to. So I've got 7 tickets per for tomorrow. Tomorrow seats in the theater, and it's a XD theater. Should be legit nice. I mean, like I said, but RPGs you can play at your own pace, man. You can play them at your own pace, but not everyone's gonna like a. I agree though, Superpower Man. Not everyone's gonna like a super long RPG. I get that, but I can play it at my own pace. That's why it takes me so long to beat the RPGs.
And 150-hour RPG I can play portable while watching TV for some of that.
Mm-hmm. You can if you have to sit down and play 150-hour RPGs like in a day or two, like if you have to sit down and just no life it, that's not fun. I agree, super. Like that's not fun at all. But if you can take your time, explore the game, enjoy multiplayer, you know, do other things. Like I have 170 hours in Xenoblade X Definitive Edition, but it's spread across. I started playing the game last year when it came out on Switch. I played it for a couple of months or like I put 80 hours into it for like a month and a half or so, and then we found out about the whole 60 FPS thing. So then I put it on hold. And I've been playing it again. I picked it back up ever since the update came out. And I've spent, I've probably spent about 2 months plus playing this game, like in actual time, not counting the time that I wasn't playing it. But if I had to play it like in a week and get through all of it, yeah, that would suck. I would hate it. But the fact that I can play it at my own pace, I can play it in bits and chunks. Like I don't ever play more than like an hour and a half or 2 in a day. Maybe sometimes I might play 3 or 4 hours, but I pause it. I put my Switch on sleep mode. I go do other things. I come back to it. I play lying down in bed. Like I don't ever just play straight and just burn through it. Like I just don't do that. That's why it takes me so long for like my reviews on 100-hour RPGs, because I just play over I take my time. I don't rush through it. I don't try to get through it for a review quickly or anything like that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never gone to a movie theater and I don't plan to. I'll wait on the Mario Galaxy movie. I'll definitely watch it eventually. You should at least go to Gamer Boy. Like, go to a movie theater at least once. What's the like, hold up. I'm not saying don't go to a movie theater ever in your life. Go to a movie theater and try a movie theater. At least once. See if you like it. I wouldn't say don't ever go at all. Why would you do that to yourself? I mean, movie theaters can be enjoyable. Like, it's not that I disliked it, like a lot. There was just some issues with the one that I went to. So that's the thing, You should at least go. I'm shy too. I'm not really but you should at least go once. He says he never plans on going. You should at least try it out once. Take your family, take your mom or your dad, or go on a date, or, do something. If you have a brother or a sister, or cousin or nephew or niece, take them, go. It's fun. If I would have went with here's the thing. If I go with my nephews, I think it'd be a lot better for sure too. Like, I want to take them. But yeah, go with your family. See if you like it. Go order some food. Go there, get some popcorn. Get a nice soda. Get a popcorn. Go watch a movie that you think looks cool. Like I said, I'm not here to say that you should never experience the movie theater. It's nice. Like I said, it can be okay. This is for me. Even though watching a movie at home is more comfortable, nothing beats a good movie theater experience. That's where I disagree. I ain't gonna. My home destroys a movie theater. Nah, my home destroys a movie theater, bruh. My home destroys a movie theater. One time I was watching a movie, and my wife, she can come in and she can tell me, "Hey, how's it going?" And then I can watch the movie, and then she sometimes she gets me some food when I'm watching a movie, and then it's like, yo, I can just chill. I'm in my own home. I got surround sound. I got an OLED screen. I got nobody. Actually, no, I wouldn't say nothing. No, my room beats a movie theater experience. Hell no, I get whatever food I want. It's not overpriced. Nah, I'll take. Look, I got soundproofing in here. See, that's a soundproofing there. I got soundproofing here. The audio in this room, since it's not super big, it's not super small, but it's not super big. It's like my own personal theater because of the soundproofing and the stuff that I have. So the surround sound freaking hits. I got a nice OLED. This experience, I got so many different types of lights that I can adjust. Man, this is a great theater experience for me. So I get it though. Like, I get the theater experience for people going to the movie theater. I get you, fam. But I think I'll take my room. I think I'll take this room right here over the movie theater. This is such a nice room for video games and movies. Like I said, it's not too big, it's not too small, and it's perfectly soundproofed to where the audio of I got my surround sound right here. And I got another one right, you can't see it, but it's right by the Triforce symbol. Then the chair's right here, so it's perfectly balanced surround sound. The sound bar right here, the OLED. Like I said, I got so many different lights that I can adjust for any type of movie, whether the movie's bright or whether it's dim. I've got all sorts of lights that I can adjust. I actually got multiple different settings, like this. Got this setting, this setting, this setting, this setting. This setting, I got all different types of settings as well. Plus, I've also got slider light as well too, where I can dim and slide. Got a slider light. I got that light right there. I got this light right here that also changes the this one right here, so I can adjust the movie experience to whatever I want. I made sure that I got 4 custom lights built in for games and movies, or for games and more like anime and all that, but or like, you know, so I had them build it. I want to get a green screen where that pulls down, but I haven't got that built up yet. But see, and you can pause the movie and go to the bathroom whenever you want. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. IMAX is unbeatable. Hey, man, that's for you guys. I take you guys' opinion. Y'all say IMAX. I've been in IMAX. I've watched it. It's great. But like I said, for me, being able to pause the movie, being able, like, the comfort for me is better than like a screen that's too big. Anyway, like, I don't need a screen that big. So I don't need a screen that big. I'll take the comfort, being able to pause the movie. I'll take being in my own chair, my own everything, you know, cheaper food. That's the experience for me. But I get the movie. Like, I get why people like the movie theater more, you know? I get it. But once again, you're talking to somebody. I went to 2 movies in the past 3 years, and the 2 movies I went to were 2 Mario movies. So I went to 2 Mario movies, so I don't know anything about the movie theater. I don't know enough. But I used to go to the movies. Like I said, I used to. Like, I think to me, I stopped going to the movies when I stopped dating. When I stopped dating, I was in a serious relationship in the early 2010s, and then I had like about a 2 to 3 year period where I was not in a relationship before I got married. And in that time period, I did go to the movie theater in between. Before that, like when I was younger, I would go to the movie theater all the time. I would take girls on dates. We go to the movie theater. I did that all the time. Like when I was in high school, even when I was in junior high. Oh my God, the weirdest date with this really skinny black chick. It was really weird. It was like we were both too afraid to, like, you know, hold hands or do anything. But we just went and watched the movie. And I was just like, okay, bye. And I swear it was so awkward at school. It was so awkward at school. I think we kind of liked each other, but like not really. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I went to the movie theater like with her. I went to the movie theater with like just like sometimes just random people. Like I went on like random dates with girls that like were like my friends, but like we were like maybe like we're more than friends. But then we ended up like we're not. It was kind of like awkward too, but it was like whatever, you know. It was just weird, like random movies that I would go see, like random dates, random movies that I'd go see at times from, like I said, like either like girls that were like my friend or girls that maybe could have been like my girlfriend, but not really. I don't know. It's weird stuff. But anyway, yeah, I used to go to movie theater all the time. OJB pausing and taking Xenoblade breaks. Xenoblade breaks from pausing what? Oh, pausing like my movies. That I don't really watch movies once again. But I do want. I haven't seen Invincible yet, so I really need to watch Invincibles coming up here. So I might knock that out this weekend because like The Boys is coming up too. So I may reconsider on that. I'm guessing I'm more comfortable in watching movies at home. Plus I didn't grow up going to theaters. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I always just try it out. If it sucks or if it's not good, then you can say, hey, it's not good. You know. So. Also, some hype movies like Avengers and Avatar are great to watch with an audience because their reactions enhance the experience. See, I hate people, so other people's so I hate everyone. I love you guys though. Like if we all went to the movie theaters minus Felipe, I'd have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be a good time. I would love that. Like if I'm with like homies or people that I know or people that like, okay, you know, like they know, okay, that'd be great. But like I don't like everyone, you know, so it doesn't enhance it for me, you know. But like if I'm like watching a movie with all of you guys, oh yeah, that'd be great. That'd be so much better. That would like enhance the experience like crazy. It would be like then I'd probably be like a movie person. Like I'd probably like, or maybe like when my son gets older, and we can go. You know, I think maybe that'd be something like me and my son. We can like when we get older and we can go see movies together. My wife isn't really much of a like she likes movies, but she doesn't like going to the movie theater. I don't think she's not a big movie theater person. She likes Netflix and like watching all the movies on there. She likes just chilling at home and watching them. So let's see here. Says I hate people too. OJ, don't apologize. Yeah. No, I'm joking. Like I don't hate people. Obviously, I would have never started this channel if I hated people. It's just like I said. I can see though. Like you're in the movie theater, your experience. I think I had a bad experience though with like seeing the reaction because like one time I went to the one of the Tyler Perry movies. The one where gosh, it's the one with Janet Jackson's in there. And like obviously Tyler Perry starred in his own movie. But it's like Janet, I forgot what the name of the movie is, but it was like in the it was like either like the late, it was like 2009 or 2010. I think it was like 2009, and I went to a movie theater and I had like this kind of like this ghetto black chick girlfriend. And like she kept on saying, "Ooh!" And like being like reacting, and people were just like, and I'm just like, oh. I'm like, yo, bro, chill. Like, stop reacting in that way for like every little thing, you know? So, I think it was Why Did I Get Married? I think it was the first one. Yeah, it was the first one. So, see, okay, but once again, the arcade is different. The arcade was goated because the arcade, you went there, you meet new people, you play games. It was get in and get out. It was like exciting because movies, you got to sit down there and watch that one movie for hours. Games, you can play in 2 hours. You can play a million different games depending on what arcade you go to. There's pinball machines. There's the Simpsons arcade. There's NBA Jam. There's Mortal Kombat. There's Street Fighter. There's Marvel vs. Capcom. There's Time Crisis. There's Jurassic Park. There's so many different, like the arcades back in the day. So with me, arcades were different. And usually with arcades, there's always like a pizza place or there was like a donut shop. So there was food, there was cheap food. There was plenty of different entertainment. That's different to me than a movie theater.
I work in 3 different Walmarts. I dislike people more than I did before I started this job. Lol.
Walmart will get you disliking people for sure, Justin. Walmart will get you disliking everybody. Like, oh my gosh, it's like, yeah, that'll get you or even like I was at the mall. So I'm with my daughter, right? I go to the mall with my daughter because she wants to get her phone fixed. So I'm like, okay, I'll fix your phone for you. So I go to the mall with her, and we're walking outside, and we see this like gothic lady or something, and she's like with a young girl. Like, okay, my daughter, she's turning 14. This other lady, she's like, this girl's probably like 3 or 4 years old. Clearly, this girl is cognizant and like not just like a little baby. And we're walking around like outside like by the food court, and the lady starts going, "Oh my gosh, you B word! Spill me the tea! What the F? This F that F this!" And I'm like, and my daughter's like, right in front of the and like that's the type of stuff that you see at Walmart. That's the type of stuff that you will see. You'll just see the worst cases of parenting. And this lady is just dropping F-bombs, dropping beat right. I'm like, oh my, right in front of her daughter. And her daughter, like I said, it's not like this is a baby. This is like a 4 or 5-year-old that can easily repeat the words that her mom is saying. I'm like, what's wrong with people? What is wrong? So, will you think GTA 6 will hit 4K 60 on PS5 Pro? Probably not, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But depending on the arcade, lots of gangsters and people who can't get along with each other, bullies and stuff. Time and day was also a factor. I never went to an arcade where I got bullied or gangsters. Like I don't know, man. And I lived in Los Angeles, and I've lived like, you know, in some rougher and like it was never bullies and gangsters. Like it wasn't boys in the hood. The gangsters in the early 90s and late 80s did not hang out at arcades. They were doing gang stuff like on the streets, drugs. Arcades, they weren't there hanging out with nerds in arcades. That's where the nerds were. At least in my time period. I don't know about your time period, but Tupac and Biggie weren't hanging out at the arcade. I mean, like, Thug Life, it was Thug Life, West Side Thug Life was not at the arcade, fam. We were just playing NBA Jam and like playing Simpsons Arcade and like it wasn't Thug Life at the arcade, at least at my arcades it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Was it Hood Rich at arcades? Really? I don't recall that being a thing. I don't recall. The gangsters were not at the arcades in my hood. In my hood, they were not. I mean, like, why would they be there? That's not where you're gonna go to, you know, get motion or get tracks. Like, you're not gonna see. You're definitely not gonna see girls there. Like, what would the gangsters what do they like the most? Drugs, women. Arcades are not where you're gonna find drugs and women. It's not gonna be. You're gonna find a bunch of sweaty nerds playing video games at arcades. You know, so. At least that's how it was with me. Let's see. As long as GTA 6 is native 4K, I'll be happy about that. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be native 4K either, but we'll see. What would bullies do at the arcade? I mean, yeah. I mean, there's probably been some bullying, maybe at an arcade. Yeah, I could say like taking your quarters or like I can see something like that. But I mean, I don't think it was anything that was like crazy at like an arcade. Most of the time it was like, okay, you want to play each other in the games. Like, I'm sure there was fights and some stuff, yeah, here and there, but I don't think it was anything that was too crazy. I think arcades didn't die because of like problems like with like, you know, drugs or gang members or fights. Arcades died because of home consoles. Like, that's the reason why arcades died. What would bullet? So I don't know. Girls didn't start coming to the arcades to the mid to late 2010s. I mean, yeah, like when I was growing up, like in the 80s and 90s. I mean, yeah, there were girls at arcades, but it was predominantly boys at arcades. But yes, like obviously there were girls at arcades, obviously. But I mean, yeah, they definitely weren't the type of girls that like the gangsters would want to hang out with. I can say that, you know, they were more of like, you know, the like Daria girls. Like, you guys know the show Daria? Like, there were more like girls like that, or like, you know, Phoebe from like Hey Arnold, like, or like the girl from Full House. Who was the annoying girl from Full House that would always come over that the parents didn't like? Like the chick from Full House, like that, you know. They were definitely not what the gangsters would want. Let's see here. Simeon with the $2 dono. Says, evening OJ. Just getting in. Bad dude, stage 1. All right, thank you for the 2, man. I appreciate that. Buttery Cheeks with the 2 says, arcade gangsters carry duck hunt guns. The hood rich, the OGs, man. So yeah. Yeah, Kimmy. There we go. Kimmy. They were like girls like that. All right. Like, thank you for the 2. Shout outs to Simeon Coin. Bad dudes. Bad dudes, stage 1. Bad Dudes is so much better, like so much better looking and better in the arcade than it was on the NES. The NES version of Bad Dudes looked like trash in comparison. Either way, the point is that people can ruin the experiences in theaters and arcades. That's true. People can. I mostly have good experiences from arcades. But yeah, there definitely could be some bad experiences for sure. Bad dudes. The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you bad enough to save him? Let's see here. The weird nerd. Yeah, I never said there's anything wrong with being a weird nerd girl. The weird nerd girls are cool. I was growing up, I had a lot of weird nerd girl friends, you know, so no, there's nothing wrong with that. I was the nerdy black dude. I was the nerdy black guy that was somehow also like good at like the stuff that nerdy black guys usually weren't good at. Like I was good at sports, but everyone was just kind of like, he's a weirdo. Like that's what all the football players were like, yeah, OJ's cool, but like he's kind of like a weirdo. Like in the off season, I'd hang out with them, but they were like, oh, he's the nerd. Like, you know, he just be playing video games all the time. So it was kind of weird. I was kind of like in a weird spot because I was just as nerdy as all the nerdiest people in school, so I could communicate with them. And like sometimes I'd be like the link between like the really nerdy people and like the super popular people. So like I could hang in like all the crews. Like the really nerdy people knew me and would speak with me because I talk about, you know, video games, and they'd be like, oh, okay, but they'd also be like wary, like, is he gonna start talking about Madden or something like that? But like, no, I'd play all the nerdy games with them too. Like I'd play like Smash and I'd play like all the nerdy stuff, you know, at the time that was coming out. So, but they were always wary of me. They were always like the really nerdy people were like were always wary of me, but they were cool. They were cool. But yeah, I had no problem fitting in with the nerdy people. I could also fit in like with the jocks and all that too. But they both of them thought that I was weird. But I had a core friend group of like the basketball players where they were like the hybrids. They were like the ball and gun gamers, you know, what we would call a ball and gun gamer in today's day. That's what they were back then, but they were still considered more gamer than just ball and gun gamer, if that makes any sense. So at that time, Naruto was not a thing. So there was no Naruto when I was in school. Naruto didn't come out, like I didn't see it and start being like a thing and popular until I was in college. So that's how old I am. Shippuden was literally like I was in college already by then. So I think the weirdest friends I had were like middle school, kind of weird for me too. Yeah. Who's the nerdy Pokemon anime dude in the NFL? I think his name is Williams. I don't know if he's still in the NFL anymore though. I don't know if he's on a team or not. But yeah, he played for like the Lions, I think. But yeah, I forgot his name. But yeah, that guy. He's like I'm like the same dude. But obviously he's way better than me in football. NES Bad Dudes was one that I remember, but I never played in the arcade. Bad Dudes was one of the forgotten tracks. Yeah, Bad Dudes was much better in the arcade, like in terms of just graphically. But yeah, I think I played in the arcade once. I don't remember 100%, but I know I played a lot more on the NES. No, it was Kimmy from Full House. Kimmy. Oh yeah, nothing wrong. Oh, you're thinking of Roseanne. Yeah, I watched Roseanne, but I don't really remember Roseanne a lot. Like, even though I did watch Roseanne a ton, but I just didn't remember it. What was more memorable to me at that time period was like Family Matters, like Urkel, like, you know, Family Matters, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Fresh Prince, Family Matters, Step by Step. I watched a lot of Step by Step. But yeah, I did watch Roseanne though, but like I said, I don't remember everything with that show. I'm nice on the Tekken Tag Tournament cabinets. Tekken Tag Tournament, you gonna get a cabinet one of these days? Do you have one? You should definitely, like, that might be something that you might want to like save up and get like a real Tekken Tournament cabinet. I watched the Cosby Show back in the day. Yeah, I used to watch it. It wasn't my favorite or anything, but I watched it. My favorite was like, by far my favorite was Family Matters. I think Family Matters is like the GOAT of like black sitcoms. Like Fresh Prince and Family Matters were like here, then everything else was below those two for me personally. So I'll take Family Matters was probably number 1. Fresh Prince was number 2. Number 1 and 1A. 1 and 1A. Family Matters, Fresh Prince. Also, I watched this show called Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Thought that was kind of cool. Also, In the House with LL Cool J. I watched that show. Also, Smart Guy. Watched that show. That was a good show. Sister Sister. That was also a good show. I like that show a lot. But those are all well below, like well below Family Matters and like Fresh Prince. Martin is not like a family black sitcom. It is a more for adults. I did watch Martin, and it's funny, it's good, but I don't think it's better than Family Matters or Fresh Prince. No. Like, but that's not necessarily for kids. It's kind of, or not really for like families. It's really more for like, probably like adults and teens. No, it's okay. It's good. It's not bad. Martin's good. It's funny. But I found Fresh Prince and Family Matters to be significantly better than Martin ever was. But that's just me. Sanford and Son is old. It's good, but it's old. It's good, but it's old. Family Matters is like you can go back and watch Family Matters right now, and it's like, dude, there's so many great things on Family Matters. Like so many. And like, let me give you one reason. Like, check this out. Check this out. It's not even gonna be like, I'm not. Check this out. Check this part out on Family Matters. This is why Family Matters is better than Martin, by the way. This is the type of humor that they would do that, to me, makes it better than Martin, because they'd have these type of Easter eggs and these type of things in the show. Fight. Take that. Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo. No blood.
You can't get me. I'm slick. I'm fast. I'm powerful.
Finish him.
Take that, you bowler.
Grandma wins.
You're dead. Ooh, Grandma Ninja. That's my favorite game.
Oh, I'm just a beginner. You want to play?
Sure.
$1 a game.
You're on.
Fight.
Got Mortal Kombat.
Hi, everybody.
Fight.
You missed. Have some cheese. Have some cheese.
Wins.
That's like goated, man. Like stuff. It's like the little things like that, to me, just kind of made it a lot better than Martin. Like, it wasn't just that. There's other, like, way funnier things, in my opinion. Once again, Martin's humor is geared more towards adults. It is geared more towards, it's a different type of humor. So I'm not trying to say it's like one-to-one. But it's not even only that. Like, they parodied popular culture way better than Martin ever did. Like, I like shows that kind of parody, like, popular culture type stuff. They did, like, Bruce Lee, like, segments with Urkel where Urkel would turn into, like, Bruce Lee, kind of, like, black Bruce Lee, and would, like, beat up a bunch of people. So I kind of like that style more than just, like, what Martin was. Martin was just kind of, like I said, more realistic situation that you would see, like, with an adult. And then, like, okay. But, like, Family Matters was more, like, growing up in, like, a family and what would happen, like, at school and certain things. And Martin was clearly for, like, when you're, like, in your 30s or something like that, or, like, you're in your late 20s or 30s. So when I was watching Martin, I didn't really identify with it. Whereas Family Matters, you can identify a lot more. Like, they had video game stuff, they would have, you know, school stuff, they would have dating stuff, they would have. Whereas, like, Martin, it's like, okay, that's for, like, people that are in their 20s or 30s or 40s, and, like, the humor is based around being, like, an adult, you know. Whereas Family Matters was just way more casual with its humor. So yeah, it was good stuff. It was good. Like so something like that would never happen on Martin, you know. So that's the reason why, like I said, it's not bad. I think if you go back and watch Martin now that you know you're an adult, it's funnier. Same thing like with Friends, right? Friends, once again, humor's based off of being old at that time, and I was still growing, so it was like, you know. So that's why I wasn't really as big of a fan of Friends, or even like Seinfeld, right? Seinfeld, same thing. Humor's based around being old already, you know? So that's why I kind of geared more towards, like, you know, stuff like Fresh Prince and stuff like Family Matters, or even like Step by Step, you know? Kenan and Kel's a whole different thing. Kenan and Kel's like it's like a skit comedy show that they turned into a regular show, but it's literally just like one big skit It's not the same as like Family Matters, or that's like a whole separate thing. Kenan and Kel, like you can't put that into the same category, like what they did there. But I do love Kenan and Kel though; it's a good show. Let's see, Family Matters, Grandma. Okay, no, I'm not gonna be watching more clips. I'm not gonna be watching Video Power. I'm not gonna be watching more. I don't know how long is the clip. Let me know how long it is, and then I can do it. But I don't. I'm not gonna be getting. I'm gonna get copyrighted. I can do the Urkel thing because that's the very end, and I don't get. But if I do too many clips from Family Matters, they're definitely gonna strike my stream down. But that one I know is safe. That one is safe. So that's why I played that one. Thank you for the 5 though, Video Power Game. I appreciate it. But yeah, I do not want to get the TV shows are copyrighted heavily, but that one is not. That one is not at all. Oh, hold up. We got some F-Zero right here. All right. Thank you for the 5 though, man. Friends humor is based off of, not gonna say it. Okay. Steve, go home. I don't have to take this. I'm going home. Yeah.
I don't have to take this. I'm going home.
Then I do that. That's fine. I don't know how long the clip is, but Great Family Matters skit. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I have to test it because, like I said, I don't want a copyright strike because those TV shows, they're crazy. Family Matters is the best one of the ABC and Fresh Prince to go of NBC 90s era. Oh yeah. Listen, I'm not here to talk about that figure drawing. You know, it's a good show. Friends is a good show. It gets funnier if the later you watch it. But yeah, I guess people talk about like it kind of stole from like In Living Single or whatever. But you know, whatever. The episode with Gina getting her head stuck in the headboard is classic sitcom. Oh no, it's good. It's just, like I said, it's just based off of being old. You know, like, like it's just Martin. Like all the jokes are based off of being old. Everything's based off of being old. Like they barely have any. Like there's like no teens or kids really in the show. It's just all based off of old. Like everybody old. You know. So like I said, at the time in the 80s and 90s, like I wanted to watch shows that had like, you know, teens and had like, you know, a bit more flair to it. So I geared more towards shows like Hang with Mr. Cooper, In the House, Smart Guy, you know, so because those were just way more like just more of my vibe. Like, but I watched tons of Martin. Like I watched it all the time, but it was always just like, oh, okay, like this is for old heads, you know. This is an old head show. That was my thought. Obviously we didn't have to process what an old head was, but like my thought process was like, this is like an old head, like for like old people, you know. I was talking about going to work, how Tommy don't got a job. It's like, so what? You don't got a job, you know? Like everything was always geared towards old heads in that show. Good comedy, but everything was old head comedy. So I like the other shows more. Same thing like I said, Seinfeld, Friends, all old head comedy. And my post tweet saying Tomorrow Galaxy movie review, it'll make a $1 billion and it sucks. They are seething. Oh, they're seething. That's a seed on that one. That's a seed. It'll make $1 billion, but it's terrible. It's like, no, you personally just don't like it, man. You just don't like it. It's okay. You don't have to like everything, you know? You don't have to like everything. It's fine. He's a smart guy. Dun, 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 dun. Smart guy. Oh man, I didn't mean to get you in trouble or anything like that. One of my favorite Family Matters skits. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'd play it, but I need to check. So Video Power Gaming, check this out, dude. I will put it through my filter. I'll download the clip. I'll upload it to YouTube, and I'll see if I get a check. And if we're good, next time you come through, you don't got to donate again. I'll just play the clip next time, all right? Let me just check it first. It can be terrible and make $1 billion to be real. $1 billion be too real. I mean, sure, everybody can have an opinion. I can say that Mario 64 is terrible, right? I can say Ocarina of Time is terrible and it made a ton of money. Everybody has an opinion. Like, right? I can say, yo, OJ sucks. His channel trash. Okay. I got 100K, but I suck, right? I'm terrible. Everybody got an opinion. So it's irrelevant of saying something like that. Sure, anything can be trash and make money, you know? There you go. Another opinion. Those are good though. Yeah, an opinion. But somebody could easily say, no, it sucks. It's not very good. Lots of bad movies make $1 billion. Name all the bad movies that make $1 billion. Go ahead. List them. What are all the bad movies that make billions of dollars in the box office? Go ahead. I want to hear them. The Fast and the Furious movies makes bank, but they are god awful. They make billions of dollars in the box office, and people like the Fast and the Furious movies. People think that they're good. What are you talking about? Why? A lot of people like Fast and the Furious. They think that they're fun. Am I not correct? People like the movies. People like Barbie. People like Marvel. Everybody got an opinion, right? You guys are naming all these things that people like. People like Marvel. People like Barbie. People love the Barbie movie. Transformers. People love Transformers. People like Jurassic World. They like all that. All that stuff is liked a lot by people. You guys aren't saying anything important. Y'all realize y'all just fall into the same trap, right? Just an opinion. People like all that stuff that you guys are talking about. Just because you don't like something, that doesn't mean it's bad. Just means you don't like it. And you guys aren't naming a lot of movies. Transformers, they each make $1 billion for every Transformers movie. They make $1 billion per movie. Jurassic World makes $1 billion per movie. Fast and Furious they all make $1 billion per movie. Am I reading this correctly? This is Barbie was aimed at gasp women with kids. Barbie succeeded. Women and kids exist. Not saying that you have to like every single movie, but I mean, if it's making $1 billion, that means people think that it's good. Because why would people keep going to see something that's trash? There's enough people that think it's good because movies are word of mouth. That's how, because movies don't make $1 billion in one day. Movies make $1 billion over the course of time, like over the course of like the run, right? So it's over a while they make it. So if the reviews are trash, yet people are still going out there to see it because their friend says that it's good, then clearly there's a lot of people that like it and they think that's good. Because you don't make $1 billion on day one. You make it over time. No, they don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think all these movies, there's a bunch of movies that make $1 billion. When? Since when? I don't know if there's a bunch of movies that make $1 billion. I don't think that's a common thing. If a bunch of movies made $1 billion, the movie industry would be in much better shape. If a bunch of movies made $1 billion, it'd be bigger than the game industry. It'd be way bigger than the game industry, but it's not. It's not even close. If a bunch of movies were making $1 billion here and $1 billion there, and they were making all this money, they'd be bigger than video games, but they're not. Everything's art. Just because something makes money doesn't mean it's good. And once again, your opinion is your opinion. what you think is good doesn't mean somebody else doesn't think it's good. Do y'all not realize that opinions are just opinions? It's not a fact. It's an opinion. Sure, you're entitled to your opinion, and so are the billions of other people that contributed, or millions of people, or hundreds of thousands of people that contributed for the movie to make what it made. What does it matter? So that's, like I said, irrelevant. Everybody has an opinion. Oh, the Avatar Avenger movies make over. Yeah, those ones make that, but they were saying there's all these movies that make $1 billion. So I'm like, okay, name them all. There is not a bunch of, most movies do not make anywhere near $1 billion. Let's keep it a buck. Let's just be honest. I already knew the answer, but I said I need to hear what people are saying. Each individual release, there are not movies that are just making billions of dollars, like a bunch of movies. That's cap. That's complete cap. Justin with the 3.
Do people know what subjective means?
Apparently not. Apparently all these movies are making billions of dollars, and and they all suck. I don't think so. I do not think so. Like I said, if all these movies were making billions, then the movie industry would be way better. There's been 60 or so movies that have made 1 billion. 60 or so movies that have made 1 billion plus. 60. Damn. Out of how many movies that have came out? That's it? If that's correct. So 60 plus movies have made $1 billion. There's been like 60 billion movies ever made. Or if that info is correct, that is not a lot. That is not a lot of movies. So, I would love to know too. Outside of Avatar, movies ain't touching a B like that. They're really not. Listen, I'm not saying that just because the Mario movie makes $1 billion means that it's really good. What I'm saying is that there has to be some level of subjective goodness to the movie. If people consistently are telling people it's good, go see it, and more people say, "Oh, I want to go see it. I want to go see it. I want to go see it. I want to go." People weren't doing that with the original Mario movie back in 1992. When I saw that, I'm like, "This movie looks like trash." People said it was trash, and then people said, "I'm not gonna go see this movie because it's trash." So it's not just like, oh, everyone's just gonna go see Mario just because. That Mario movie back in the 1990s, I remember. Or that Street Fighter movie in the 90s, I remember that movie. We all said it was trash and people stopped watching it. They said, I don't want to go see the movie. It's not very good. Word of mouth spread that it's not good, and people stopped going to the movie theater to see it, and it got quickly released on VHS because it was trash. Because the fans were not thinking that it was good. The difference with the Mario movie is that fans go see it and say, wow, this is good. Maybe the critics hate it, but fans continuously say, it's good. Go watch it. I had fun. I liked it. It's good. So that word of mouth spreads and more people go. Once again, that Mario movie did not make any money. It was not a movie that made a lot of money. So it's not a lot, but the movies that were named did make $1 billion per a release. Dawson, every single Jurassic Park makes $1 billion. Every single Fast and the Furious movie makes $1 billion. Let's see here. The Mario movie from the 90s is way more interesting than these movies. I disagree. The Mario movie from the 90s is ass. Like, it's legitimately trash. Like, it doesn't look like Mario. It needs to look like Mario for it to be a good Mario movie.
The Yoshi Popcorn Bucket is purchasable on AMC Theater Shop online,
nice.
Which is the final product run. So if it's sold out near you, be sure to order it there before April 17th, which is the cutoff date.
Okay, I'll definitely see if I can order it there. I watched the Mario movie. It's terrible. Bowser doesn't look like Bowser. Goombas don't look like Goombas. Yoshi doesn't look like Yoshi. Movie's stupid. The movie's dumb. They need to look like the characters for it to be a good movie. So yeah, I don't know. There's not a ton of movies that make $1 billion. There's not a lot. Most movies don't. That was my point. In your opinion, if something doesn't make money, it automatically qualifies as bad. Nobody said that, Ryu. Did I say that? I don't recall me saying that. This is the pancakes waffles thing. Y'all know the pancakes waffles thing? Why would I? Nobody said that a movie has to make a lot of money for it to be if it doesn't make a lot of money, it's not good. I've watched tons of movies that don't make a ton of money that are, I think, that are good. Like, what I said is that opinions. It makes $1 billion, but it sucks. I'm like, well, most people probably aren't going to think that if they go see the movie themselves. Because it's going to keep on making, people are going to keep on telling other people to watch it, and there's going to be a lot more positive reception from the actual audience that goes and watches it, not from 50 critics. That's all I said. That's it. Well, not every single, but a couple movies of each of those franchises do. World and 2, Fast and Furious 2 have Transformers has 3. Okay, so yeah, not every single one. So like I was saying before, if every movie made $1 billion, the movie industry would be in much better shape and would be way bigger than the video game industry. But it's not, because most movies aren't touching $1 billion, not even close. So I asked you a question, I didn't make a statement. What's the point of the question? I never even inferred that at all. That's just, I never said that a movie has to make money in order for it to be good. Like, that question doesn't make any sense relating to this conversation. It had nothing to do with it. So the only reason why I think that you maybe you'd ask that question is if you think that that's what I was saying. Nobody said anything anywhere near remotely like that. When you look at $1 billion list, a decent amount of them, I like a decent amount of them. It's almost as if movies that make that much money have good word of mouth from people, and they decide, oh, it's good, so I'm going to go. Listen, it's almost as if what I was trying to say from the beginning, that not every time there are movies, listen, it doesn't have to be $1 billion, but a lot of times if a movie's good and it relates to the fans, it'll have good word of mouth and it can make a good amount of money. And even if it's not in its theater run, it'll have a good run in like DVD sales or Blu-ray sales or VHS sales. Like, what's that movie? Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon Dynamite was a movie that was word of mouth. Like, I don't know if critics loved that movie. I don't think they did. But word of mouth with Napoleon Dynamite, for the style of movie that it was, obviously not $1 billion movie, but for what it was, the fans really liked Napoleon Dynamite. Like, it fell in like with the gothic crew and like the alternative crew, and even like black people liked it too. So like Napoleon Dynamite kind of just like stuck, and like the DVD and Blu-ray sales of Napoleon Dynamite were really good compared to like the theatrical release or whatever. Like, I know they did really good in like the after a while. It became kind of like a cult hit, and people started buying it and picking it up. Like, but that was a movie that obviously was not going to get anywhere near $1 billion. And I don't know how well it reviewed with critics because it's weird, but people liked it, you know? I think he meant $600 million. I predict they'll make 600 to 700 million range because nativity early might not reach the numbers, might not reach the first numbers, but hey, it's still okay. Well, right now it beat out. You talking about the Mario movie, the Galaxy movie? Well, it beat out the first day, so we'll see how it goes for like the long term when it comes to it. Obviously, they've got better marketing right now at this point, and people know about the Mario Bros. Movie, so we'll see what happens long term. The first movie got slammed by reviewers as well, although this one got slammed even more. But the references and the type of, like I said, it's crazy. You know, it's crazy who they've actually got in the movie this time, so. My mom and me, my friend to the theater to watch Napoleon Dynamite. We loved it, and my mom said it was the dumbest movie segue ever. Yeah, when I first watched Napoleon Dynamite, I thought it was also dumb. But then I watched it again, and then I understood the stupidness in the movie is actually genius at times. Like, there's some really funny parts if you just watch it again, which is hard because the movie's stupid. but it reminds me it's not quite as good as Superbad, and the style's different. Superbad's like just a lot funnier and like more upfront, but they're kind of like in the same part, you know, for me. Superbad though, I don't think that movie made $1 billion, and that movie's incredible. Superbad is like one of the greatest movies of all time, and anybody that goes to the movie theaters is never gonna say that. Like likes movies, Superbad really? I'm like, yeah, Superbad. Like that movie is freaking incredible. I think it's 2007 for that movie, and it's very, very, very good. Very, very good. I like that movie a lot. But Superbad's a movie, you watch it one time, it's like, this movie's stupid. You watch it again, you're like, okay, I get it. This movie's funny. This movie's really funny. Really, really, really funny movie. So it's like certain movies, you know, might not have the best theatrical release, but then they release it later, people get a chance to watch it again and be like, okay, hold up. It's actually, you catch on little things here and there, you know? Again, the claim of most bad movies make over $1 billion is funny as hell because dude just pulled out of thin air with nothing to back. Well, I knew that's not the case because like if you're gonna make $1 billion, chances are that people are gonna like the movie. Like you're gonna have it might not review the best, but the chances are that if a movie makes $1 billion, there's going to be a considerable amount of people that really like the movie. It's the same thing with video game sales. Chances are, if a video game sells really good, you might not like it. It might not be a good game or whatever for whatever you want to, but chances are there's going to be a lot of people that generally see that the game is good. You know, like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You might not like it yourself, but it sold like 70 million. Or like GTA 5, or like Red Dead Redemption. I do not like Red Dead Redemption 2. But you cannot deny that people love Red Dead Redemption 2, that it's a good game. You cannot deny that. Like objectively, it's good. There are way too many people that like it and can point out why it's good. Here, let me tell you why it's good. Here. That doesn't mean I have to like it. That doesn't mean I think it's the greatest. Fine, that's fine. Who cares what I think when it comes to 70 million people that bought the game, you know? It's irrelevant at the end of the day. There's going to be people that like and dislike everything. Nobody unanimously, I can't say the word correctly, unanimously, oh my God, I can't speak right now. Since I can't speak right now. Here we go. Sorry.
Unanimously.
Unanimously?
Unanimously.
Loves everything. There's always going to be some people that don't like something, even if people like something. So, there you go. That's the ball and gun of movies, OJ. What's the ball and gun of movies? Superbad? Napoleon Dynamite? Which movie are you talking about? Check out the movie Good Boys, same producers, Good Boys. Have I seen that movie before? I might have. I'm not sure if I have. I'll check it out though.
Unanimously.
Unanimously. Ooh.
Unanimously.
Unanimously. Yeah, that one you can trip up on because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 syllables, so that's a lot of parts. Unanimously.
Unanimously.
Yeah, there you go. I never had a problem saying that word until right now. I literally never had a problem saying that word until right now. Stupid. Let's see here. That's the ball and gun of movies, OJ. What, $1 billion movies? Is it or not? I don't care. Who cares? It's a movie. Like, who cares? It's a movie. But a lot of, if you're talking about like ball and gun gamers, if you look at like what are the best selling games, Nintendo has like a little weird thing that's not ball and gun, right? Like Zelda sells really good. Obviously Mario sells really good. Mario Odyssey, that's not a ball and gun game. That made $1 billion plus probably. That made millions upon millions. So there are differences with ball and, if you're talking about ball and gun for the movies, with games it's different. So games is different. I don't know. I watched the Mario movie, and usually with billion dollar movies, usually they review well. They review well enough. Mario by far is like the worst reviewed from critics $1 billion movie. It's like by far the worst. Like this newest Mario movie, right? Or like, well, it hasn't got $1 billion yet, but like the last Mario movie, what movie that has made $1 billion has reviewed worse than like the first Mario Bros movie? Like, I don't think there's many, right? Most of them that make that much usually review better. Even if the review's not great, it's probably better than what the Mario movie review. Let's see. I still can't believe Lightyear flopped despite being Toy Story movie. Lightyear? Yeah, I can believe that flopped because it wasn't as good as Toy Story. What are you talking about? What, you think Lightyear was as good as Toy Story? Are you crazy? Did you watch the movie? Clearly not as good. What's up, Paul Gale? Clearly not as good. But all right, guys. We're going to have to wrap it up for here. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to the stream. I appreciate that. Combo Breaks, big love to Justin, Party Man, and everybody that dropped donos, and everybody that came through to talk about movies and all sorts of stuff. We will be back tomorrow for JoJo Friday. It's going to be rocking. It's going to be socking. It's going to be bopping. It's going to be so much fun. I've got a great stream planned for you guys tomorrow. Look out, because we're going in. We're going in when it comes to different things, guys. We are going in. So if you haven't seen my video, check out my video right here. Here's the vid. Here's the vid. I talked about Switch 2 stuff. I talked about the Mario movie. Well, I talked about like the opening day for the Mario movie. The third-party sales. I talked about all that stuff. So if you haven't seen the video, please check it out. Hit the like button as well before you go. I appreciate everybody that came out to the stream today. Views have been really good. We've hit 10K plus on every video for like the past week since the end of March. So we are doing good on vids, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate that. I got a GTA video that's out that's doing good. I got Zelda leak video. I've got Switch 2 sales. I've got all sorts of stuff. So check out the vids, guys. We're going to keep hitting the news and the RPG stuff like always. So check out the vids. They're doing good. Shout out to VadSem. Appreciate y'all. We will be here unanimously. We will be back again for JoJo Friday tomorrow. Get ready for that, guys. It's going to be a banging show. I got some cool stuff lined up for you guys as well. So thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you guys for being awesome. Love y'all so much. And we will catch you for the next one. All right, peace out, homies. Once again, go watch my video today if you haven't seen it. Go watch it. Everybody go watch the vid. It's linked in the chat.